Hi, I'm Jannik Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Wolfner.
It's Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the Gametolove Podcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Masters 1000 final from Madrid. We have the world number one Iga Swiatek looking to take the crown from world number two Aryna Sabalenka, the two-time defending champion here. Both of these women have taken the have held the number one spot in the WTA world rankings in the last year. We are in for a doozy, folks. My name is Covey. Thank you for joining me and there it is, Game to Love Tennis Podcast. And hey, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel, like this video. We really appreciate all the support. Folks, we're in for a doozy. As I mentioned, Iga Swiatek, 6 wins, 3 losses versus Sabalenka. However, one of those losses was last year, 3-setter here in this very tournament. So, Iga looking to get her first Madrid crown. Sabalenka looking for the three-peat. Yeah, the three-peat. Sabalenka, if she makes it past the first round, she wins the tournament. So pretty good history there for Aryna Sabalenka. Iga, the last time she was in a clay court final, she's 7-2 in clay court finals, was a Roland Garros where she took out Muchova. So here we go, folks. I'm having some issues again. Apologies with the scoreboard. I don't know why, but it's not showing up on my regular thing. I'm just refreshing here. But the match has started. Sabalenka serving first, and first point goes to goes to Iga. It's love 15. Okay, I'm going to try and figure this out here, but please bear with me on that. Good first serve from Sabalenka. Return is long of the baseline. And each player has a point now in this Madrid final 2024. World number one versus world number two, as mentioned. So this is how the brackets go. If you're a betting person, well, I'm going to get to the comments and stuff as well here. I'm just trying to figure out the scoreboard issue. Happened on my last match too. +1 from Sabalenka goes long on the forehand. So both players still finding some range. Obviously, we're only 3 points into this one, so a little bit of adjustment period. But let's say hi to everyone. We got Juan. Welcome, Juan. A que hora juega? Hora de Chile. I don't know what time it is in Chile, but it started here. It's right now. Ahora, amigo. I hope that's pretty much all the Spanish I know. Ghosty saying Saba in 3. Yeah, we're gonna get some predictions. Actually, you know what? And we got Manor, the lovely Manor, and the lovely Demo lady with the KKKK Covey. I appreciate the 4th K in there. Really makes a difference there. And thank you, friend, from, I don't know if you're Belarusian or maybe Russian, but looks like one of the two. Saba in 4, my prediction. Okay. Well, since we're getting predictions in here, everyone else in the comments, if you haven't done so, let me know your prediction. By the way, it's a break point here. And nice cross-court forehand return from Iga, and the forehand up the line attempt from Saba into the net. We have our first break. Broke. All right, folks. So predictions. Get them in right now. Okay, so my prediction, well, I think it's going to go 3. And I think Iga's going to take it. I think Iga's going to dethrone Sabalenka. I'm not sure if that's what I want or not, because I really like both of these two players. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and say Iga's going to take it. Iga's going to take it, even though the conditions would favor. It's more of a kind of a hard court, faster court, really good for big servers, as most of you, I'm sure, know. But hold on here, folks. I'm going to try and figure out the scoreboard issue. It's getting annoying now. It's not showing me on my normal match list. Just give it one more look. If not, I'll try this. I kind of secondary. Yeah, she's showing all these matches from 5 days ago. Okay. Iga serving now. Nice return from Sabalenka in the middle, and the backhand from Iga on the +1 goes long. So both players losing the first point on serve. Okay, folks, bear with me for one moment. Also, I'll get some of your predictions. So we did have my boy Ghosty. Haven't seen Ghosty in a while. LA's finest over there. And then we got Saba in 3. We got Manor is cheering for Saba, saying Saba in 4. Idemo lady. Saba in 2, says Manor. We have Dave K. What's up, Dave? Saying Saba's going to very specific. I love it. Saying going to drop the first set 4-6, but then take it 7-6. 6-3 tiebreaker in the middle there. Saba either lost first round or won Madrid. Can't fight with that. Yep, that's very, very true. If she makes it past the first round, she wins the tournament. That's her history in this tournament. Pretty good history. Another thing that's, you know what? I got to stop talking so I can give you guys a scoreboard. But some really good points. A beautiful forehand cross court from Sabalenka. Great angle, and Iga couldn't handle that. Puts her forehand into the net. Okay. All right. So how am I going to do this? Where is the... So much easier when everything works out. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... Oh, yes. I'm looking for... Man, I'm going to have to open another... Let's see here. It's 30 all here. And again, folks, apologies. I'm just trying to figure out my... Here we go. Scoreboard. Let's see. All right, so I had to do a completely new setup here, folks, with my setup. I had to switch TVs, and so it's not working the same. But Kathy saying hello, Covey. Hello to you, Kathy. How is Florida treating you? Oh, great serve and an even better return. Oh my goodness. The serve from Iga was super wide. It was about 3 meters wide of the doubles line. And Sabalenka just floats it back, and Iga tried to go far the other direction, make Saba run, but goes into the net on that. So it's a break point here for the world number 2 after she was broken in the first game. You know what? I'm going to figure out the scoreboard on the changeover, folks. That's what I've decided, so that this way we don't miss action. All right, backhand return from Sabalenka. Now a backhand Iga. Backhand Sabalenka all cross court here. Backhand Iga, backhand Sabalenka, backhand Iga into the net. And the match starts with a couple of breaks, one for each player. And this time it's Sabalenka. Yayer. All right, folks. So that little baby running with the ball. I think I missed that. I'm trying to get the scoreboard. Yes, I'm going to get the scoreboard, Manor, but right after the changeover here after the third game, because I'm going to have to do some technical stuff. My regular scoreboard is not showing up on this website. Apologies for that. Not an excuse. It's just a fact. I have no control over that, unfortunately. But I'm going to keep trying, and if not, we're going to do this other one. All right, Sabalenka now. Serve. Oh, her +1 is just wide, but she's challenging, and I probably would too, because it looked like it might have caught the line. Let's find out here. If it did catch the line, which it did by about 1 millimeter. Good challenge. We're going to replay the point. Smart challenge from Sabalenka, so she still has all of hers here in this first set. Once again, love all here. We are 1-all. Both players have been broken in each of their first service games. Sabalenka trying to be the first to hold. First serve goes into the net. Here comes the second serve. We'll also get into the outfits here in a sec as well. And just... Yeah, can't find the scoreboard. All right, second serve is good. Backhand return, inside out, winner. Clean winner from Iga. Rocking that on gear as she does, since she was sponsored with them at the end of last year. along with Ben Shelton also, and I think there's a few others now. I feel like Kathy would be good to know of the other players who are on. And Kathy's good at that stuff. Let's see. They showed her in the stands, the little girl with the ball. Unlimited challenge. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Unlimited challenges, obviously, because they have the marks there. And a backhand from Iga goes long. We're at 15 all. Pretty tight so far. Not the best tennis in the sense that they're finding lines and they're finding their rhythm. They're still doing that. But it has been a little bit of a tooth and nail brawl here just to get points. Good job, both players here. Saba serving 15 all. First serve is a good one. Forehand return, cross court. And then Sabalenka with a beautiful forehand up the line. It looked like she would have difficulty with that ball, but no siree, a ripper of a forehand. And that is so far, very early in this match, the shot of the day. She struck that ball from basically the doubles line and maneuvered it back in, striking the sideline. Beautiful shot. Here we go. 30-15. Good first serve. Return up the sideline. And then Sabalenka with a lucky net cord goes off the net cord, lands about 1 foot into the Iga side, the Swiatek side. Iga unable to chase that down. And it's double game point here, 40-15, because they don't limit how many times ump has to get down. Check mark. Gotcha. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. That is, I think that, no, that's not new. I think that's been around for a while. I just, I'm in full hockey mode, folks. The Vancouver Canucks are in the second round of the Stanley Cup Finals, and the whole city is completely electric. That's why my voice is raspy, because they just closed out their first round series. So I'm all about the hockey, but I was really happy that Ben and JG needed some help today. This is a doozy of a match, as I've mentioned, and Sabalenka. Unable to get to the net cord. Folks, this is a match of karma. First, Saba gets broken. Right away, Iga gets broken. They're fighting tooth and nail for every point. Saba gets a net cord, lands about 1 foot on the Iga side. And then on the next point, Iga gets the net cord, lands 1 foot on the Saba side. And both players are kind of smiling, thinking, hey, karma's evening out instantly, real time here. All right, still game point, 40-30 for Aryna Sabalenka. Great first serve. Nice return up the middle. Now the backhand, from Sabalenka. And it's called long. I would challenge that if I were her, but she's not challenging it. And it is a deuce here. BG Alex. It's actually Alex BG1. Fun times for the overweight umpires. Hi, Cubby. Bro, stop it. Just let Saba win, Iga, says Manor. I chose Iga to win, but I think I want to see Saba win. But as a commentator, I'm neutral. I mean, I love both these players, and when they're, I honestly, as you all know, I just hope for good tennis. I just hope for both players playing their best at the same time. That's pretty much my main focus, or my main hope. All right, Sabalenka, a little bit windy here, unable to find the right toss. Her skirt is blowing in the wind, so there is definitely some wind going on. Same with Iga. And a nice first serve. Nope, it's a let. What? Oh, sorry. Okay. It was called a let, but then the ball was out, so it's actually a fault. Tipped the net and did not land in the service box. So it's a second serve at deuce. So can Iga put some pressure on, get another break point opportunity? Let's see. Backhand return Iga, backhand Sabalenka, forehand Iga up the middle, forehand Sabalenka, backhand Swiatek, backhand Sabalenka, backhand Swiatek into the net. I know I went from Iga to Swiatek, but I figure I should do either both first names or both last names. So I'm going to go last names. So we're going to go Saba and Swiatek from now on here. Trying to sharpen my commentary game. I'm also thinking of getting into hockey commentary, folks. So yeah, keep you apprised of that if anyone's interested. But here we go. Sabalenka with the advantage, looking to be the first player to hold in this match. Again, did not like the toss. I think the wind is causing a little bit of a factor. And yeah, hair is blowing, skirts are blowing. Sabalenka, of course, had some crazy news as her ex-boyfriend, who she'd just broken up with 1 or 2 days before, fell out of a building in Miami and passed away. But her games, she's dealt with tragedy in her life. She lost her father, who also was actually a Belarusian hockey player, just like her ex-boyfriend. And it's a beautiful backhand return on the second serve from Iga. It's a clean winner cross court. And tooth and nail, folks. I've said it 3 times, and that's what it's been so far. Not much of a difference between the two. Both players have their scrapping hats on. They're ready to grind and dig, and that's a good sign here for a final. Fans are in for a treat, I think. First serve is long at deuce here, so second serve for Aryna Sabalenka. Again, oh, thank you! It looks like Ben came in and hooked me up. I didn't even see that. Hilarious. You guys, thank you so much, Ben. Really, really appreciate that. Okay, thank you, Ben. Sorry, Ben was sending me messages, but I was focused on this match here. So it looks like Ben, the savior, has hooked me up. Thank you so much, Ben. And funny enough, I didn't even notice. I was just watching this match. Okay, a beautiful serve out wide on the ad for Sabalenka, and unreturned serve. And Sabalenka, first player to hold. We have a scoreboard. We have a hold. And I think it's time for a button, folks. One time for Saba. Saba, 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 Saba. Saba, Sabalenka. Saba, 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 Saba. Let's go, Sabalenka. All right. So just thanking Ben here on our little private chat. Ben flirting with Cubby. Yeah, Ben is, you know what? Ben is the ultimate safeguard. You got an issue? Hey, Ben. Oh, no. You know, you guys have probably seen me do several streams, and there's definitely a couple where I made some errors when I was starting up with GTL, but Ben always happy to help, always gracious, even though sometimes I made him get out of work, and JG as well. They're helping me out. So these guys are always on it. And appreciate them for their help and for them getting me on this match. I'm really excited, folks. Good morning, Covey. Sabalenka in straight sets, saying tiebreaker and then maybe a break in the second set, says Todd. I like it. Todd, how are you enjoying the Stanley Cup playoffs? You got Game 7 in Toronto. Are you excited? The Maple Leafs looking to come back from a 3-1 deficit in the series. The Boston Bruins may be the very first team in NHL history, in NHL, MLB, and NBA history in North American sports to have a 3-1 lead and lose it in back-to-back years. That's music to our ears here in Vancouver because we do not like Boston ever since they beat us. All right, enough of hockey. Here we go. Aryna Sabalenka is set to return. Iga is serving. We are on serve in set number 1. Oh, just have to wait for a couple of fans to make their way to the seats. By the way, I'm flying to NYC at the end of the month. Wow, that's pretty dope. That's got to be a long trip, like a 9-hour flight for you. Well, have a great time, be safe, and why aren't you going in August when the US Open is happening? That would be amazing. But still, New York City, I'm sure any day of the year is going to be a fun time. I have not been to New York City. I've only been to Rochester, New York, and I drove through Buffalo, New York, and, you know, no judgments on either of them, but I'm fairly certain New York City is a different animal, a different beast. Iga up 15-love. Well, have a safe, like I said, only 6 hours. Only 6 hours and then drive to Niagara Falls. Okay. Thanks, Covey. Enjoying NHL players a lot. We have a bizarre wager pool at my place of employment. Please explain. And I think they close to Canada. Yeah. Niagara Falls is actually on the border. So you can go to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls or the American side. But yeah, it's exactly on the border. So you'll easily be able to go. Actually, you might even be close enough. Well, no, May, June. When is No, I think Toronto and Montreal, the Masters in Canada is later. So, how long are you going to go for? I might book a tour for the USO courts. That would be sweet. Yeah, that would be really cool. Check out Flushing Meadows. All right, so Iga Swiatek up 40-love, and who's that? Is that Barbara Krejcikova is in the stands watching this final. She was kind of flirting with being the fourth of the big four, along with these two and Elena Rybakina. However, she has kind of not been able to hang as consistently. She does have some very big wins, though, against these players, but she's not able to hang in terms of keeping up there with the rankings and the big three as of yet. Nice second serve, a great backhand return. Now forehand Iga from the middle, forehand Sabalenka, forehand Swiatek, forehand Sabalenka, and it's a mishit. And it is our first game to love.
It's a game to love.
Let's give it up one time for Iga, too.
Iga Swiatek. The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm a feature, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna see ya. Now you can't handle my heat now.
All right, folks, 4 games in. We are on serve, a couple of holds each. One hold each, one break each. And Sabalenka now up 15-love on her third service game. So Sabalenka, as usual, rocking the Nike. She's got a bright yellow, like kind of sunshine yellow tank top and a pink skirt. And Iga Swiatek with a running forehand, and she beats Sabalenka up the line as Saba had made her way to the net. Beautiful shot. Not as nice as the Sabalenka running forehand winner from actually the same side, but just as effective in terms of how it affects the match. Beautifully done. And it's 15-all. There we go. Sabalenka just misses, trying to go out wide on the first serve. So as I mentioned, the tank top, yellow, sunshine yellow, the pink skirt, and then she's got white and pink shoes. She's got no wristbands, no headgear for Sabalenka. Or no, she does have. I think she's got one of those, some sort of watch on her wrist. I think it might be one of those Fitbits or something. I think a lot of these players try and figure out their body metrics during the match. So I think that's what she's wearing. Here we go. It's 30-15 for Sabalenka. Good first serve. Return is not back in play. Unreturned serve. And it's 40-15 for the world number 2. So I had asked how long. Manor says 8 days. Okay, that is a good amount of time for sure. And Todd explaining here, we have an A team and a B team. Prize money for cup winners. More if it's your A team. I have Colorado near going. Oh, not bad. I actually have. I got Colorado and Florida going to the finals personally. Well, good luck with that. And it's a hold for Aryna Sabalenka. Actually, for the first time in my life, I've been winning big money. I was doing some playoff hockey and basketball, funny enough. On the first day of the hockey playoffs, I won $100. The second day, I won $200. And then the third day, I won $300. So I'm up $600 right now. And I started with 50. So not too bad. I remembered when she said she considered herself as big 4. Yeah, that aged poorly. Yes, it aged like milk in the sun. Okay, now my feed has stopped. Great. Well, it's during a changeover, so that's good. I'll hit refresh. Maybe I can get another look here. Yep. Okay, still changeover. No harm, no foul. All right, what else we got? Apparently, Krejcikova loves to study players' games and come up with strategies for when she plays them. Yes, I have heard that. She's a total Now, in hockey, we have a term for someone who, even though they're a professional, they're always what's going on here? I'm not getting audio. There we go. That's weird. Okay, I'm getting audio again. Sorry, folks. But what was I saying? In hockey, when you're a pro player, but you just love the game and you're always at the ice rink and you're always doing hockey related stuff like that's just occupies you. You're called a rink rat, right? You're a rat who's always at the rink. You just love being at the ice rink. Well, from what I understand, Barbora Krejcikova is whatever the tennis you could call it, a court rat or whatever. But she seems to be like a whatever a rink rat is for tennis. She loves to be on court. She loves to watch tennis, even when she's not playing. So, yeah, it's good. It's a good thing, and I mean, it might behoove. She's one of the few players who are not in the big three who can pretty regularly beat the big three. So I think other people should kind of learn from her example potentially. All right, we are back on serve 2-3. World number one serving. Rocking a pink on hat. I'll get to the rest of her outfit. First serve into the net. Second serve. Ooh, it was long. Yeah, I was going to say that looked long. It was a little bit of a late call. It's a double fault. So first double fault of the match, 24 minutes into the match. All right, so Iga's basically wearing all white. She got full sleeve on shirt. She's got a white, full sleeve white on shirt. She's got white skirt, white shoes, and then she's got one pink wristband on her right wrist. Good serve here. Now backhand from Sabalenka with some heat, and then backhand from Swiatek. She couldn't handle that. It goes long, and it is love 30. Some pressure here for the world number one, who will be turning 23 this month, folks. Already won 4 majors in her career, 3 French and 1 US. Already going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. If you get to, I believe it's if you win 2 majors, you're in the Hall of Fame already. So I think she's there. And that number might be 3. If someone wants to correct me, please do so. But I'm pretty sure it's 2. Hello, Covey. I have hacked your stream. It's in my control now. Thank you, Snail. I appreciate that. As long as you do a good presentation, I'm happy. Nice return. Desperation return. Oh, great point there. So Sabalenka had to stretch out to return. It was a short ball. Iga goes wide on that. And then another stretched out shot from Sabalenka who gets put away. Forehand. I'm sorry. Backhand volley. Cross court, I should say, not forehand. Yes, I wanted Florida, but someone snatched them up before. Yeah, Florida's a good pick. I think they're going to destroy either Boston or Toronto in the second round. All right, Swiatek, 15-30. Good first serve. Return nice and deep. Forehand Sabalenka. Ooh, and then the backhand, forehand from Iga Swiatek landed on the baseline, but the forehand from Sabalenka is a winner. Excuse me, my voice cracking here like I'm hitting puberty again. And it is now 15-40 double break point opportunity for the 2-time defending champion of Madrid. This is the first time in this tournament's history, folks, that we've had a rematch of the final of the previous year. Never before has it happened. Also, surprisingly, the routes for each player, good second serve. It was kind of a slower one, the high bouncer. And Sabalenka, I don't think was expecting it, and she kind of just floated it back, but way long. So, nice little off-speed pitch from Iga Swiatek. And she saves 1 break point, but has another to deal with. So as I was mentioning, these players have had very different routes. And I'll describe that in a second. Here comes the first serve. Just long. Second serve on the way. Iga Swiatek dropped only 20 games and 1 set on the way to the final. And Sabalenka only played 1 2-set match. All the other 4 were 3-setters, and she dropped 60 games, the most amount of games anyone has ever dropped en route to a final. So it has not been a smooth road. It's been bumpy, but she has found her way through the terrain, the rough terrain. Backhand return from Sabalenka on second serve into the net. She's unhappy. She knew that was an opportunity there, and she just rocked that backhand into the net. I saw another one from Alex here talking about Rod. Yeah, here it is. Sorry, buddy, I missed it. Saying, I've been working around Rod Laver Arena lately. Very, very cool. Of course, Alex lives near there in Australia. It's been used for concerts when tennis is not on. Interesting. Very, very cool. Very cool. What's the temperature like over there in Australia now that it's winter for you guys? Or is it still fall? Iga with a +1 forehand up the line that goes long, setting up a third breakpoint opportunity for Aryna Sabalenka. Alex saying, I was at the Krejcikova-Andreeva match at the Australian Open. Barbora must have played at least 20 drop shots and generally played irregular types of shots, managed to win in 3 sets. A clear upset back then. Huh. Against Andreeva. So you think Krejcikova beating Andreeva was an upset, I guess, back then? I don't know. I mean, Andreeva is still really young. I feel like Krejcikova has more Grand Slam experience, and Swiatek saves another break point. That's 3 she saved. We're back to deuce. I imagine the concerts might be having quite a few songs on Novak, says Snail. Yep, Snail loves his Novak. Oh, yeah. Well, Novak should have a... I don't. Does anyone know? I know Alcaraz has pulled... Oh, Sabalenka from the middle of the court had an unforced error on the forehand wing. She's not going to be happy about that, but it's okay. Still in the game, but it is game point for Iga. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So does anyone know if Jannik Sinner has? I know Alcaraz has pulled out of Rome, but his Sinner, because I know he had a hip issue, which is why he had to drop out or give Felix Auger-Aliassime a walkover in the quarterfinals, and then he got pretty much a walkover after about 20 minutes of playing. The Lehechka at 3-all in the first set. He found himself injured as well. So very easy path for Felix Auger-Aliassime as Iga Swiatek holds, and we are tied 3-all in set number 1 in this final. This is the Iga looking for her 3rd Masters 1000 title this year. She won in Doha against Sabalenka, against Rybakina, I should say, and then she also beat Maria Sakkari in the Indian Wells final. So 15 love for Aryna Sabalenka as Swiatek forehand goes wide on the return. Today, Saba beat Rybakina. Oh, Todd, Saba beat Rybakina in semis. I haven't followed this tournament. Who took out Rybakina? Yeah, there you go. There's your answer. And actually, Sabalenka won in 3, but Rybakina had a chance to serve it out in 2, but she got broken, and then she lost the second set. I think it was in a tiebreak, and then and then Sabalenka prevailed 7-5 in the 3rd set. So yeah, crazy match. I didn't get to watch that one. It was middle of the night for me, but I did see some highlights. Sinner withdrew from Rome. I just checked. Thank you, Snail. So are we saying that Novak is the clear favorite? And if not, let me know who you think, obviously without Alcaraz and Sinner, who else could give Novak a good challenge in one of his favorite tournaments. I believe Novak, he's won it 6 times and he's been to the finals 12 times. So very, very successful tournament for Novak, just like virtually all the tournaments that he plays. Nice backhand return from Swiatek. Now backhand Sabalenka cross court off the net cord, but lands in. And then Sabalenka pushes it again cross court. Now up the line from Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka cross court off the net cord again, and this time it lands wide. Swiatek still hits a forehand. It would have been a cross court winner off of it, just in case there was any doubt. But that net cord, 2 net cords by Sabalenka, the second one unfavorably lands out. The ball lands out after it. So Sabalenka, a little bit of pressure, not too much, but 15-30 here on her serve. Maybe because Andreeva demolished Jabeur in the second round. Okay, I can see that. Todd saying thanks, Dave. Yay, you figured out the score. Actually, it wasn't me. It was Ben. Ben, he snuck on to the thing. I was gonna wait until the first changeover, but because I was so enthralled in the match, and it's now 15-40 as Sabalenka finds herself under duress now. Um, oh, you're too far ahead. Yeah, no worries. Do your thing. Yazda Iga says Snehal. Sinner, Alcaraz, probably Medi are out of Rome. Wow. What do you think of Nadal's progress prior to the French? Yeah, it's a good question. I think Madrid was definitely like I saw some highlights of Barcelona, and he just didn't have it. What a wonderful forehand up the line from Sabalenka and a roar from that left forearm tiger she's got there. Nice rally. Swiatek from the middle of the court goes cross court to the forehand, and Sabalenka just rips a winner down the line. That looked good. Folks, by the way, if you haven't done so, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It will really help us bring more tennis to you. And another save, another big ground stroke. It's a forehand winner from Sabalenka and another roar. So from 15-40 down, 2 break points have been saved, and Sabalenka looking to close this game out. What are we at, by the way? We're at 17 likes. Not too bad. We only got about 19 people watching. So there you go. Men's side is carnage. Yeah, so back to your question, Todd. I think I was very worried when I saw him in Barcelona, much less worried after this run in Madrid. But I personally I don't see him coming back to his old form. It's just he's just too old, folks. I and I'm 43 years old. I'm 6 years older than him, and even I'm not a pro athlete, but even when I play like pickleball or hockey or whatever, I got to stretch 30 minutes before and after. Before I didn't have to do the after thing, but if I don't stretch after playing, and so imagine being one of the greatest in your sport in the entire world, trying to play other players who are trying to be the best. It's just at that age, it's tough. So it would be nice if he makes it in, if he can get on court at the French. Ooh, nice little rally, but the forehand from Sabalenka into the net. Another one was an unforced error, so she's got to watch out for those. It's not like it's flying out of hand. It's still deuce, and we're on serve at 3-all, but she has missed a couple of unforced ground strokes. Anyways, so yeah, I think it's I was not encouraged after Barcelona. I'm more encouraged after Madrid, and I hope that he is able to feel that he's able to play. Yeah, I think if I'm betting right now, I'm going to say he's going to probably play. But if you ask me after Barcelona, I was like, ugh, felt really bad for him. All right, Sabalenka with another chance to close out the game. Advantage to her. Nice first serve, block back return. It's a short one, and it's an easy backhand up the line, put away. And Sabalenka is up 4-3 on serve in the first set.
Saba, 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 Sabalenka. Saba, 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 let's go Sabalenka.
All right, that was my first favorite button, folks, the Saba button. At the time, I was working with some buddies, and they saw my streams, and they were like, hey, can you keep playing the Saba button? They're not even tennis fans. It was pretty hilarious. Watched the Kyrgios interview yesterday, says Alex BG. He said he only wants to play 1 or 2 more years until he's about 30. Yeah, I could see that. He definitely doesn't seem like someone who is going to try and squeeze every last drop out of himself. I did, says Kathy. I think if Rafa makes quarters, that would be impressive. Yeah, I agree. I don't really know if I see him. Kathy's saying something good about his movement here, saying his movement speed will never be the same, but his tennis is still there. Yeah, when he can set up and hit that forehand, it's still a devastating proposition for the opponent. But he just, you're 37, you can't be 26, you can't be 18 anymore, It's just the law of the universe. Some people can keep it back longer, but not everyone. Definitely improvement for Rafa in Madrid. He will be even better in Rome. I think very encouraging. He held up after a 3-hour match and didn't do badly. Rumor is they're happy. Yeah. Good analysis, Kathy. I agree. He also was not going all out like he will at RG. Time to pass the torch to Nadal Jr. and get a racket in his hands. See if he lines up his balls like daddy. That would be so cute. Thank you, Todd. Todd was saying good analysis. And then Kathy. Rafa Jr. has his own Babolat. Yeah, I've seen that one. Cute. All right. Changeover is over. And Sabalenka returning. Swiatek serving. First serve is long. Gosh, that was a bullet. And, Swiatek is challenging the call. It was a really hard serve. I feel like it was a harder serve than I've maybe ever seen her hit. And she was right. There you go. So the Sabalenka, of course, did not return that ball in play. So it's not a repoint. It's a point for Iga. She's up 15-love. It almost looked like it kind of skipped off the line, like it didn't really kind of bounce up, and I think that's why Sabalenka was unable to handle it. No, the Fed twins are too old. What are we talking? Oh, Kathy, will Mini Rafa eventually take on the Federer? Hey, you never know. I mean, look, we have a 37-year-old Rafa once in a while facing a 21-year-old Alcaraz. So. Or 20. Actually, I think, you know what, folks? Sabalenka and Alcaraz have birthdays tomorrow. They're both going to, enjoying a birthday. And then I also mentioned Iga Swiatek is going to turn 23 later this month as well. So May is definitely a big month for high-end tennis players. Iga's up 30-love here, but just hits a first serve off the net cord and lands in. So we have another couple of serves if she needs them. First serve is long. Big three children are still too far away. It's time to see how Jaime Alcaraz takes the throne off Carlos. Mike Tyson in trailer for Curious interview looks like an old man. Yeah, but he is he's gonna do a boxing match against this. I don't even know if anyone care. I do not know about these internet guys, but there's a guy named Paul Logan or something, and he's like a YouTuber, and he's facing Mike Tyson, which guy's got to be the guy. Again, I don't know too much about these guys. I'm not into the whole like social media celebrity thing. But I was shocked to hear that Mike Tyson's going to be fighting some internet star or something. It's just wild. Like, I know I would never step into a ring with Mike Tyson, no matter what, unless maybe it's like you get 30 million just to stand in there. And I would just do my best to run away from him for as many rounds as possible. All right, Swiatek 30-15. Nice serve, beautiful serve, and an even better return. But the +1 from Swiatek. So Iga did a loopy serve out wide. Sabalenka had a full stretch to hit it, and she did a super lob return, which was actually a good way to neutralize because she was so far off court. But Iga was ready for it, and right as it was bouncing upward, she smacked the crap out of it for a winner, and it's 40-15 for the world number 1. Mike Tyson is 100 years old. No, he's like 56 or something. Me neither. Yeah, I mean, come on. Who's gonna be like, oh, I'm on YouTube. I want to fight again. I don't know much about this guy, and I think he's won like actual boxing matches, so he's not just a guy who does internet and was like, oh, let's fight Mike Tyson. I think he's actually done boxing matches against like reputable boxers. But Mike Tyson's a different animal, man. The guy, he bites people's faces. Sabalenka with an overhead, and it's an easy put away after she forced Iga Swiatek to hit a lob on the run from the backhand wing. Swiatek still with a chance right here to make it 4-all. I'm older than Tyson, and he looks 10 years older than me. Yeah, it's interesting watching his the gray hairs and stuff, but he's still got the face tattoo. Yeah, it's pretty. Tyson's. I'm glad that he had some rough times in his life and whatnot, but I'm glad he seems, he doesn't seem as aggressive and crazy and angry as he was at certain points in his career. Which sometimes you have to be like that if you're going to be in such a intense. Oh, Missed ground stroke backhand, just an easy one. And then Swiatek kind of yelling towards her bench. But Coach Piotr, just legs crossed, hands on the knees, completely stoic, as a good coach is. Happy birthday to all the Tauruses. Grigor turns 33, I think, says Alex. To all the Tauruses, folks. To all the raging bulls out there. Okay, so Deuce Sabalenka was down 40-15 on the Swiatek serve, but has found her way back to put pressure on the world number one. Two tosses that Iga didn't like. Here's a third. And good serve, high looping return, and it's long. So, game point, Iga once again. How about it, folks? Yeehaw! Play Cotton Eye Joe to make Iga lose it. There you go. We have Manor. And if you look there, folks, it says, it's hard for me to see this, but it says member for 3 months. Is that right? I feel like you've been well, I guess maybe you weren't a member, but there you go. Manor, who is Joe? No, it's a song. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. That's the song. And when they were playing in Canada last year, in the middle of a point, they played that. They just blasted on the speakers in the middle of a point. So that is the reference that Manor is making, and Kathy is laughing about. Don't you remember in the Pagula match? Yeah. Covey, I was here with another user and it got hacked. Snail saying what up? Everyone's saying hello to everyone. I like how Snail. Who is Joe? It's Cotton Eye Joe. All right, 15 all. Oh, by the way, Swiatek held. I probably should have mentioned that, but I was singing Cotton Eye Joe. All right, it's 15 love for Aryna Sabalenka. Misses the first serve. By the way, folks, does anyone know where Gary is? I haven't seen or heard from Gary in quite a while. If you see him, tell him Covey misses him. And if you're listening, Gary, I miss you. Hope you're well, buddy. Oh, beautiful. Crouch down low. Backhand winner up the line. Beautiful. Okay, so this is what happened. It was an out wide return. Backhand cross court from Swiatek on the return. Right at the baseline and sideline, and Sabalenka just was holding the baseline, crouches down and redirects the backhand up the line. Beautiful shot. And Sabalenka, oh no! Sabalenka, she had the whole entire court. She goes cross court, and then she gets a short ball from Sabalenka, and just a desperation shot, a half lob. Sabalenka gets to it and pushes it right back to where Swiatek was. She could have just put up the line for the easy winner, but she put it right back on the racket of Swiatek, who pushed it back in as Sabalenka was at the net and unable to reach it. So Sabalenka now 30-15. She's going to want that back, but she could probably redeem herself here. Beautiful +1 cross court. And then, was that in? Was that in? Yes, it was in. All right, another beautiful winner from Sabalenka. It was really close, so I couldn't tell at first. But it was a forehand redirect up the line from Sabalenka off of that cross-court forehand from Swiatek. Double game point for Sabalenka. Wow again. Wow again opposite. Yeah, both of them were awesome. I totally agree. Unreturned serve. She holds forward. Game to 15 does Aryna Sabalenka, and she will have Iga Swiatek try to stay alive after this changeover. And let's give some love to the winner of Game 9, Sabalenka.
Saba, 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 Sabalenka. Saba, 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 let's go Sabalenka.
All right, folks. Now I can't get Cotton Eye Joe out of my head. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. It had lived Cotton Eye Joe. It's a really catchy song. You gotta Give him that. Blah, blah, blah. Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time. Where did you go? Okay, so it's not blah, blah, blah. It goes, if it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd have been married a long time ago. There you go. If it hadn't been, so you got to say that first part really fast. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, you got to say it with a little bit of a southern twang. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. There you go. Don't worry. Believe me, there's so many songs where I don't know the words and I just make up a sound, you know? There's one yesterday. I was hearing, they're playing some music in the middle of a intermission of the hockey game or whatever. And there was a song and I was like, and I'd heard the lyrics, like I've known the song for like 40 years, but I actually heard the lyrics. I was like, oh my God, I thought it was something. I forgot what it was though. If I can remember, I'll let you know. 3-0 lead for Saba in the button. Actually, no, we got one for Swiatek when she broke. So I think it's 3-1 actually, Alex. Here we go. Swiatek serving to stay in the first set. She is on serve, but down 4-5. First serve. Good. Forehand cross-court return with some heat. Blocked back. High lob from Swiatek. Now forehand up the line from Sabalenka. Another super high lob. And now an overhead from behind the baseline to the forehand of Swiatek, who pushes it up the line for the winner. I feel like Sabalenka... I feel like that's a really interesting and kind of smart strategy. She just threw up 2 unnecessary lobs, but they were super high and super deep. And I feel like Sabalenka maybe could have done a little bit more with that. It's pretty much like hitting a serve from where she was. Nice serve up the middle. Return is a shallow one, and Swiatek creeps in and hits an inside-out winner from the middle of the court. 30 love for the world number 1. And country songs are usually some of the most understandable. Yeah, they are. But you didn't had cut me off. Think along. Whoop. I have no idea what that. Sorry. Yes, Cotton Eye Joe is a very southern, and I think it's actually got some negative. Oh gosh, honestly, I honestly did not know that, Kathy, and I'm definitely not here to offend anyone. I didn't even think about that, to be quite honest. I'm going to look into that, and maybe I mean, they still play it frequently at like hockey games and basketball games and whatever. So, but you know what's that one? The ice cream, like the ice cream guy would come by and they have or something like that, or one of those types of songs. And it's a hold to love for Iga Swiatek. We're level at 5, folks. And looks like we may be going the distance, but some love for the world number 1.
Iga Swiatek. The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm a feature, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna suit ya. Now you can't handle my heat now.
You can't handle my heat now. Well, Sabalenka might be up to the challenge, but not on her first point there. Backhand +1 into the net. A nice return. So it was a serve out wide, a forehand return from Swiatek right to the feet of Sabalenka in the middle of the baseline there, in the middle of the court at the baseline, and Sabalenka couldn't set her feet and get out of the way quick enough to get a good strike on that. Ooh, first serve is just wide. I might even challenge that if I was her. It was very close, but she's not challenging. Second serve for Aryna Sabalenka. Down low 15 here. Game number 11. And it's a good serve. Now forehand from Swiatek, forehand Sabalenka, backhand Swiatek, backhand Sabalenka, and it's long and wide. Unforced shank, and it is love 30 here. So Sabalenka, got to be careful. Now, both of these women broke the server in each of their first service games. However, since then, it's been all holds. So 2 breaks to start the match and 8 holds in a row since. Swiatek looking to no pun intended, break that trend. And a nice serve, backhand return is high and lands just long of the baseline. Another desperation lob almost. Wah 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 wah. Tequila. Yeah, that's right. That's me trying to stick another song to Covey. Well, it's working. Da, 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 da. See, in my head, it's da 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 da. But wah wah is actually kind of good too. I like that song too. Now you're just somebody that I used to know somebody. That's a great song. It's one of these songs. I'm not much of a radio listener, but I remember like 7-8 years ago when it came out, I was like, heard it on the radio, and I was like, it's like, sometimes when a song hits you in your heart and you feel it, even though you don't know why. That's what that song did to me. Okay, double break point opportunity for world number 1 Iga Swiatek. And if she wins one of these next 2 points, she'll have a chance to serve out the first set. But Sabalenka going to try and be a huge roadblock. Nice serve out wide. Return is a shallow one. Sabalenka races to it and hits it downwards before it gets below net height. And she saves 1 break point. It's now 30-40. Another one on deck. Anyways, I was talking about this Ice Cream Man song, and apparently that's also like a terribly racist song or something. I don't know. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. He came to town like a midwinter storm. He rode through the field so handsome and strong. His eyes was his tools, and his smile was his gun. But all he had come for was having some fun. What is that from? Okay, folks. So, hold on 1 second here. There you have it. Iga Swiatek with the break, and will have a chance to serve out this set. Where's my break button, folks? Sorry, I was looking at something else.
Broke. Iga Swiatek. The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm a feature, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna see ya. Now you can't handle my heat now.
All right, Iga Swiatek. This looks like she's meditating during the changeover. She's drinking. It's funny, they're drinking water out of cans now. And it's always weird to me to see water, out of a can. I've never done that in my life. But anyways, because I would just automatically assume that they're drinking something fizzy, which you probably don't want to while you're playing tennis. It'll dehydrate you pretty well. So anyways, she was drinking water and then closed her eyes, and she was kind of muttering with her eyes closed, muttering some words. So maybe some sort of technique to get herself focused. And she will need to be focused because she is serving for the first set. 13 years ago. Wow. See, there you go. That's how, yeah. Those were, they were. Okay. I was wondering so I only know the beginning of Cotton Eye Joe because they play it. So in hockey games, you're playing, and then there's a whistle, right? And then there's usually about 30 seconds before the next play starts. So they just play the first 30. So I've never actually heard beyond the first 30 seconds of that song, even though I've heard that song about 800,000 times in my life. So thank you for that. I did not know. That is funny, Alex. I literally did not know that. It's like, it's just like the first 20, 30 seconds are all I know of that song. It's so funny. Although what you wrote, obviously, it goes with the rhythm of Cotton Eye Joe. All right. Obviously, it is Cotton Eye Joe. Nice return from Sabalenka right at the feet. And great defense from Iga here. She has to go cross court. Sabalenka's at the net now. And she pushes a volley. It's a high bouncer. Iga runs to it and pushes a forehand winner up the line. Some tense moments there. Sabalenka hit 2 ground strokes that basically landed on the baseline. Iga, after the second one, you could tell Iga kind of gave a double look at it before she struck the ball before deciding not to challenge it. Smart move, and she ended up getting the point, but that was a pretty tense point. All right, 15 all here. Swiatek now 3 points from a 1-set-to-love lead. Good first serve, return cross-court forehand. Forehand Swiatek, forehand up the line from Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek goes long and wide. It is now 15-30. Sabalenka trying to break right back. They're showing Garbiñe Muguruza in the stands. Recently retired two-time major champion. Two-time major champion. I know she won Wimbledon and the French, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And also former world number one. Congratulations on a great career and have a great retirement. Oh, that's hilarious. We're talking about her, and the ball goes out of play, and it goes to the guy who's directly sitting in front of her. That is so funny. What are the chances of that? Bulletproof. Oh, that's a titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Thank you for the confirmation. Muguruza won Roland Garros and Wimbledon and the WTA finals. There you go. How about that time Fokina knocked down a tequila shot during a tiebreaker because he was exhausted and actually won the match? I have never actually seen that. Ooh, Sabalenka. Hold on here. Okay. There was a ground stroke from Sabalenka, which was not called out, but then Iga was like, "It's out." I guess the umpire just looked at it from afar and realized it was out. So, anyways, point goes to Swiatek. It is 30 all. We're getting to the tense moments, folks. God, I forgot to even hit this button because, in my opinion, we are already here. Probably should have hit that button a couple minutes earlier, but this is the business end, and we are into our very first set point of the match. We have Swiatek up 40-30, looking to serve it out. Here we go. Good first serve. Backhand return off the net cord. Shallow bounce. Swiatek gets to it and rips a forehand. Winner. And a big roar and a big fist pump from the world number one. She takes a 1-set-to-love lead. And she right away grabs her towel, grabs some water, and is going to maybe go to the bathroom here. So instantly, Iga Swiatek, right after taking the first set in exactly 1 hour of tennis, takes a bathroom break. Let's give it up one time for our first set winner.
Iga Swiatek. The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm a feature, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna see ya. Now you can handle my heat now.
We got Idemo lady saying Madrid won 3-love. I guess you're talking soccer/football. Is that the Champions League final you're talking about, or is it the semifinal? Curious to know. I know that that's going on at the time currently. Again, my entire life is hockey right now, but I do kind of know what's going on. Is this real? Is this Muguruza? Is this real? She married a fan who just asked for her autograph? Damn, that is gangster. Real, says Idemo lady. I think Swiatek needs this set more. Well, she got it. Boo, Idemo. Cheating time, says Manor. I'm done. Let's go, Iga, the dog father. Snoop Dogg is in the house. Yazda to all the Iga haters. Cry more. You can't stop her. Best player in the world for a reason. Snail just going on the antagonistic approach to all tennis fans. One set away from first Madrid title. But she's so dang boring, Snail. Not great for a number one. Remember, Iga, 75-0 in Masters matches when she wins the first set. I did not know that, and that is an incredible stat. Joke of the day. Marry me, Garbiñe. Okay, sure. um, Kathy cry more. Oh no, Snail, come on. Having a little bit of a verbal jousting going on here. I don't mind a little verbal joust as long as we're happy and funny and respectful. But I know you two love to go at it. I know Kathy's not the biggest Novak fan or Iga fan, and Snail is a fan of both. Sabalenka has also gone, so everyone's going to the bath. Just bathrooms all over the place here in Madrid, folks. We love Iga. 1GA, says the Dogfather. Dogfather, where are you from, if I may ask? I'm not sure if I know. I know most of the people in the chat. I know Snail's in India, Manor's in Israel, I believe. And we got Alex is in Australia, though he's Bulgarian. Snail's in Mumbai. We got Kathy in Florida. Where did Ghosty go? Ghosty came in with a prediction and then just bounced. He just vanished like a ghost. And hey, one more time, let's give it up for Manor, folks. Member for 3 months. And she got Cotton Eye Joe in my head as well. So 2 accomplishments in 1. Nicely done. All right. Here we go. Aryna Sabalenka now will have to come from behind if she is to win 3 straight Madrid titles on the current run she's in. It was Swiatek with a break in game number 11 to take a 6-5 lead and then held in game 12, takes a 7-5 first set. Sabalenka now starting up set number 2. Good first serve, return up the middle. Now Sabalenka, forehand up the line. A floater backhand from Swiatek goes into the net. And it is 15-love for the world number 2 and defending title. All right, Snail, I don't care enough to cry. What's going on? Good serve from Sabalenka. And the return. What's going on here? 30-love. Oh, I guess the return was wide, but I didn't hear anyone call it. I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, 30-love Sabalenka. First serve, good. Backhand return up the middle. Backhand Sabalenka, and it's inside out from the middle of the court, and it's 40-love. Covey, what is this? Do you have to be very animated to be world number 1? I mean, why wouldn't it be sad for people to judge her for that? I don't say that. That's Kathy's opinion, which she's allowed to have. Look, Novak is the world number 1. Do I find him to be the most exciting player? Honestly, no. But I appreciate so many things about his game, his determination and will to win, how he can win when it looks like he's half dead on the court. But I don't find his tennis to be exciting, for example. That doesn't mean I don't like him. I obviously love Novak. I love watching him and I love all that stuff. But I don't find, like, if you say, hey, Covey, you get to watch Roger play or you get to watch Novak play or whatever, I'm probably going to choose Roger just if I had to choose one. That doesn't mean I don't like the other ones, right? It's just everyone's got their styles that they like and whatnot. Ice. Iga hit more winners than Saba in the first set. Saba to have a chance, she needs to avoid that. Ice. Welcome, Ice. Daria, hey, Covey buddy. Looks like injury season. Even Sinner opted out. Yeah, Alcaraz out. Sinner's out. Who else was out? Someone else was out. I wonder. I doubt Lahuchka will be there, but he looked horrendously hurt when he was withdrew against FAA. So Sorana Cristea might marry me if I ask for her. It's possible, buddy. And Eva Lise might marry me if I do the same. Nice lyrics, eh? He came to town like a winter storm. Oh, this is the Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah. Number 1 players, especially with her stats, have a lot of publicity demands. If you are boring, you are not very good rep for the sport game. All right, we got a Swiatek serve, and she had an easy ground stroke that she pushed into the net. So it's love 15 on the Iga serve. Yeah, there's some truth to that, Kathy, but also you can't deny someone who has earned the right to be number 1, whether they're boring or not. I mean, I understand your point from publicity standpoint and maybe growing the game, but If you do the work and you find yourself world number one, no denying that. Tennis is interesting too. Another backhand unforced error into the net from Swiatek to start her first service game in the second set. She's down love 30, and she's not careful. She'd be down love 2 in games here. Yeah. Covey, all I'm saying is a responsibility to play good tennis more than being animated. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. Look, if you're asking me, would I rather, if I'm playing a hockey game, would I rather score 5 goals and my team lose? Or if I score 0 goals and my team wins, I'm going to choose the win every single time. So that kind of feeds into, might not be as exciting to not score any goals, as exciting as scoring 5 goals, which is incredible, but which I have done a couple times in my life, by the way. But I'll take the win over the stats every single day, and that seems like what Iga is doing. I should have asked Kalinskaya to marry me instead of asking for a selfie. Honestly, bro, especially you knew beforehand that it happened before. I appreciate the support. LOL. Lucky Felix is still with Tony, or they splitted. Just so you know, Daria, the correct in that situation, you would just say, or did they split? Splitted is not a word. Or, yeah, it's just split. Just to let you know. But yeah, it's a triple break point here. Sabalenka coming up to the net with a drop shot, not a smart move. The drop shot was not short enough. It bounced really high. Swiatek easily comes in, rips a cross-court backhand winner. And it could have been a break to love, but instead, Swiatek stays alive. Yeah, Felix, I believe he's still with Tony. And Felix, yeah, he had a very lucky quarterfinal walkover. Only had to play 6 games in the semifinals, and now he's into the final. So you know what? As a Canadian who was waiting and hoping for Felix to find his stride, you don't care how it happens. If he finds it this way, then good for him. I really hope it works because Canada, Bianca's been hurt forever. Layla's good, but she had her Cinderella run in New York, and I still think she might be able to make 1 or 2 runs like that in her career. She's still super young, and she's super hungry and motivated. She doesn't have the pedigree of, the high-end players. She's not the biggest player, but, Felix and Bianca and Layla Annie and, Eugenie Bouchard's now playing pickleball. And it's a cross-court backhand winner break for Sabalenka after a pretty mild rally. And Sabalenka's up 2 sets to love.
Saba, 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 Sabalenka. Saba, 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 let's go Sabalenka.
Apologies, folks. I said Saba is up 2 sets to love. I meant she's up 2 games to love in the second set. She did lose the first set. My apologies there. So there we go. It's 2-love Sabalenka up an early break in set number 2. And she's up 15-love was Swiatek, another ground stroke into the net. By the way, we had a break in the last game. I'll throw it in real quick. We got Diggy Daz in the house. Big up, Covey. Big up to you, homie. When will we see Emma next? Good question. I'm not sure. Does anyone know if she'll be in Rome? Good question, buddy. She is what she is. No problem there. It doesn't inspire me to watch. I'm not even watching now. I'm cleaning gecko tanks. Kathy, I love it. Ronaldo once walked away angry after his team won 4-0 because it wasn't on the score sheet. Yeah. First of all, and you guys can disagree, the real Ronaldo is the Brazilian Ronaldo. That guy was the most electrifying player I've ever seen in my life. He's unbelievable. Even more than Messi. Messi's better, but Ronaldo, oh my God. Number 9 from Brazil is the real Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is a punk, in my opinion. And I'm not much of a soccer football guy. That's being a diva. on a team sport. Exactly. He is a diva prima. Exactly. There you go. And look, when you're a hockey guy, and Todd will know this, hockey players will do everything for their team 100 times out of 100. No one's ever going to be like, "Oh, you should have passed me the." No. So my sporting culture comes from like you're in a brotherhood or a sisterhood or teamhood or whatever. So yeah, Covey, who you got for game sevens? I got Toronto and I got Dallas. How about you, Todd? What up, Covey and everyone? King. I heard Real Madrid won 3-0 today. I believe it was Manor or Idemo. I think Idemo lady said it. And Sabalenka gets a return winner against her serve there from the backhand wing of Iga Swiatek, and it's 30-all. Thank you. You are a real one, Alex. Any French people here? Well, moi je parle français, mais je suis pas de la France. That basically means I speak French, but I'm not French. All right, we got on the run forehand from Sabalenka, and now it goes into the net, and now Swiatek is on a break point opportunity right back here. Can she do it? You got Boston and Dallas. Okay, so we're half and half. Yeah, I picked actually if Toronto and Dallas win, Todd, I will be 8 for 8 in my predictions in the first round. I will have gotten every single matchup correct. All right, break point. We're into it. Backhand Sabalenka, backhand Swiatek. Oh, and looks like she tried to take pace off of it, but didn't get enough to push it over the net. And we're back to deuce. Sabalenka saves the break point after breaking just in the game previous. I mean, why are we hating Ronaldo so much? Weren't the goals he scored for the team as well? Because he's mad. Like when his team wins and he doesn't get to play or whatever, and he's mad, that's not a team player. So, yeah, and it's not a good attitude to have on the team. Like other teammates don't like being in an environment where one guy is mad because he didn't get the ball or or whatever. I mean, yeah, sometimes you're like, hey man, you missed 3 passes in a row. Like, please focus a little, get it to me. That's one thing. But just be like, oh, we won, but I didn't score, so I'm mad. Like that's kind of whack. CR7. The king and GOAT. I mean, I'll take Messi over him, but that's me. And again, I'm not a soccer guy. Yes, Kavi, I've been watching playoffs with my sister in Georgia, the state, not the country. Not with Basilashvili in Georgia, the Georgian. No, CR7 is much better than R9. I disagree. I believe Ronaldo R9 has the second most goals in World Cup history. Ronaldo, the C7. Look, I know C7 has better stats, and we have a break, folks. Another break. Iga breaks right back. So twice Iga has broken right after getting broken. Where is my button here? There it is.
Iga Swiatek. Non-stop! The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm a feature, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna suit ya. Now you can't handle my heat now.
Thank you very much. I honestly thought the Kings would do a little bit better, but man, they have 0 power play. They were 0 on the power play, and they gave up. Oh my God, the Oilers' power play was 45%. They went 9 for 20 in that series. It's just ridiculous. It's because Connor McDavid. It's Connor McDavid. We got CR7 over Messi. Ask any football fan; they'll tell you the same. Yeah, but that their opinion doesn't matter to me. If you look up on YouTube, Cristiano Ronaldo, no, Ronaldo, the real one, when he played the 1 year in Barcelona. And apparently it's one of the greatest seasons anyone has ever put together. He was like 19 years old. But even still, like I said, I'm not a big soccer fan, but Ronaldo was way more electrifying for me than Cristiano Ronaldo. I've seen Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's good with, he's jumps high and he's does his dance when he scores, but like Ronaldo helped you win games and major championships. Cristiano Ronaldo just scores goals. It's like, yeah, it's good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's better. I mean, I'm sure statistically Cristiano Ronaldo is way better because doesn't he have like 700 goals or something like that? Kings just don't match up well against the others. Yeah, you know what's funny? Kings, like Canucks could not beat the Kings this year. The Kings could not beat the Oilers, and the Oilers could not beat the Canucks. Canucks went 4-0 against the Oilers. So like all three of those teams were just like in a weird little thing there. All right, Swiatek, 15-love. On serve again, 1-2 in set number 2. Got a backhand Sabalenka up the line, blocked back by Iga. It's a high lob, lands right at the baseline. Forehand Sabalenka. Iga just pushes it back again. Drop shot from Sabalenka. Iga gets to it, but does not get it over the net. Nice variety from Sabalenka. She tried a couple other drop shots in this match so far, and they were very bad. They bounced super high. Iga got to them without any issue and put them away. This one stayed low, way below the net height. So Iga, had she even got to it, would have to have pushed it upwards, but even then wasn't able to. Nadal will enter French draw with current ranking not protected. That means he might end up playing top 10 first round. Of course, if he plays. Yep, that's true, and that's how it should be. No favoritism. I mean, you won it 14 times, but you don't get a seed just because of that. Come on, Covey, really? Yes, really. Yeah, okay, buddy. Again, now we're getting into territory. I don't watch soccer, man. I'm just a sports fan who kind of knows what's going on in the world of sports. Like, I know that Ronaldo and Messi were both kind of fighting for most professional goals. And then a lot of people were like, well, now Ronaldo's playing in some second league in the Middle East, and now Messi's playing in like the second league in like North America, the MLS, which is obviously not as high. So, but yeah, the real Brazilian Ronaldo is more exciting for sure, in my opinion. I remember him in like the 2002 World Cup and the 98 or so. Like, he was just unbelievable when he had the ridiculous haircut where he just had like everything shaved except for the front. He looked ridiculous, but he was amazing. Guys speak soccer, Cubby speaks hockey. Yeah, there you go. And Sabalenka with a nice forehand ripper up the line on the run. So, break point. Saba looking for a second straight break. Return up the middle. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka off the baseline. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek up the middle. Backhand Sabalenka. Block back forehand from Swiatek. Forehand cross-court Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand cross-court Sabalenka. Now a high lob from Iga. A short ball, and Sabalenka goes back to the same side, and Iga pushes a forehand past her. She had 3 straight shots. She went back to Iga's forehand on all of them and got burned on the third of 3. Some very good defense. She bent and bent and bent, but would not break the world number 1, Iga Swiatek, and then hits a beauty forehand cross-court winner. And Sabalenka just clueless, talking to her bench. What do I do? And back to deuce. Or no, sorry, we're at deuce now, I should say. It wasn't before. Here we go. Iga. Good first serve. And it's a return winner. It lands right where the baseline intersects with the sideline. I hope they show a Hawkeye of that, because that was ridiculously close. Let's see. Yeah, I think it landed right flush on the sideline, about 2 or 3 inches before the baseline. All right, break point opportunity number 2 for a 3-1 lead in set number 2. All right, Iga First serve. Oh, it's a good serve right at the body, but awkwardly gets it back. Does Sabalenka, and she breaks. Oh my goodness! So I said in the last point that Iga was breaking and breaking, bending and bending, but never broke. Well, Sabalenka just did the same thing. She, oh man, my feed just cut out. Of course. Anyways, it's another break for Sabalenka. Let's hit that button, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we have a 3-1 lead for the two-time defending champion, Aryna Sabalenka. She is looking for her third straight Madrid title, and it would be a wonderful birthday present because her birthday is tomorrow. Okay. Who are you supporting here, Covey? I honestly, I really don't. At first, I thought I was gonna go for Sabalenka. I chose Iga to win in 3, but who do I want to win? Honestly, I just want to see some good tennis. Honestly, that's a double fault from Sabalenka. Love 15 in the first after 1 point, game 5. Hello, how are you? Let's go, Saba. Let's go. She broke. Manor, a long time. Just the moment I entered. Cubby multitasking beast. There you go. An animale, like Gobi. And Sabalenka with another ground stroke called long, but she's challenging the call. I am proper football fan, so I won't lie. If anyone says Messi's better than Ronaldo, I would be pissed. I would have them on par. By the way, you have no idea about CR7. I mean, I really don't care to know anything about him. He seems like a selfish dude. Again, I don't know. So if you guys, please don't take offense to that. I'm just saying, I feel like Messi would do anything for his team to win, and I feel like Ronaldo would do anything for himself to win. But again, I mean, but I don't care enough to, like, I don't need to be persuaded. Like, I don't care enough that, like, oh, I have to know, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's my opinion versus your opinion, and you might watch more soccer, but, you know, you can't tell me who I think is more exciting, you know? But you can also have your opinion and educate me, and I'll try and learn and listen. Like, someone tried to tell me about this. What was this? Iga Swiatek with a beautiful running forehand cross court while Sabalenka was at the net, and she had very little space for that ball to land. I gotta say, folks, I don't remember seeing Iga play this well on defense in quite a while. Maybe, I mean, I'm sure she has played really good defense in her career that I haven't seen, but this is some of the best defense. Like, she is taking all of the speed of the ball from Sabalenka and just keeps getting everything back. And then she keeps winning these points with these miraculous final shot of the rally where you're just like, wow. Anyways, Sabalenka takes the next point, 30 all here. Well, but that's what I've seen. Like, I've seen him be mad that his team wins. Like, what was in the last World Cup? His team won a game, but he didn't play because he's getting older, right? So the coach didn't put him in, and the guy was mad. Like, it's like, are you here to win a World Cup, or are you here to get the most minutes on the field? Like, you'll never be able to tell me that a selfish player is like better to have than an unselfish player. Like, to me, that's like a ridiculous statement. And if, like, you were a coach, I might not trust who you would select on your team if you're saying things like that. Like, that's how bad I think your opinion is if you would choose like a selfish player over someone who would help you win, unless you just want to be popular and not win anything. Do you play ice hockey, Cubby? I played US college hockey. I played ice hockey for over 28 years of my life. Yeah. I could take a tennis ball and put it on my hockey stick and bounce it on the hockey stick like 200 times if you wanted me to. Break point. Swiatek advantage on the Sabalenka serve. Looking to get back on serve. Good first serve. And it's a short return, which Sabalenka, she hit it long and then instantly dropped her racket because she knew that was an easy ball and she gets broken. God, Sabalenka just not getting the luck today.
Broke.
Okay, well, I get you. Okay, maybe he's not as selfish as I think, but if you play in the World Cup and you are mad that you didn't play when your team won, you can never ever convince me that that's the proper attitude. Never in my life. But yeah, let's focus. I agree. Sabalenka yelling, "My God, muted my TV. This is too much to handle for 2 hours. Never get a hindrance." Yazda Iga. Oh, I forgot to actually press that. This is from Daniel Scott. Scotti, sorry, Daniel Scotti. I've seen many assists from Ronaldo, so he's not always selfish. Ronaldo has to be selfish at times to get more goals records. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a difference, okay? Like, how do I put it? See if I can find the words. Okay, there are players who play for the love, like just pure, they're like, even if you didn't pay me, this is what I would do. And those are the types of players who their statistics naturally grow because of their natural enjoyment. And then there are players who are like, I need to get to this number. And so say if he's like, I want to get to 50 goals, but he only has 45. Now, when his team wins, but he doesn't score, he's going to be mad because my goal was to get to 50. My team won, but I didn't get to 50. So now I'm mad. So there's a difference between playing for statistics and there's the difference between playing for the joy. And you generally get more statistics when you play for joy rather than aiming for those statistics. It's good to have goals, though, for sure. A good serve. And it's a shank. Big shank return. 15 love for Iga Swiatek. Okay. Iga with a... Okay, here we go. Second serve is good. Backhand cross court and backhand +1 Iga into the net. 15 all. Good serve out wide, returned cross court, but it goes into the alley, and it's 30-15. Iga will take as many unreturned serves as she can get. We're 1 hour and 31 minutes exactly, 91 minutes into this one, folks, and we're halfway through set number 2. Will we go 3? Who thinks that we go 3 sets here? Sabalenka has gone 3 sets in 4 of her 5 matches. Iga has only gone in this tournament. Iga in this tournament has only gone 3 sets 1 time. It was Beatrice Haddad Maya who won the first set against Iga, actually, before she stormed back. Swiatek with another unreturned serve. So very welcome service game for world number 1 going on here. And it is 40-15. Beast stat 75-0 after winning first set in her last 75 Masters 1000 matches, I believe. That stat is Snail, not just in general. Oh, he did write it afterwards. Second serve coming up. 40-15. Looking to level this second set. Oh, wow. Oh, sorry, it wasn't a second serve. It was a let. She got another first serve. So now is a second serve because she missed that first serve by a foot and a half there. And I was like, oh, that was a bad double fault, but it wasn't. Okay, serve is good. Backhand return. Now forehand Sabalenka up the line, redirect, and it's a winner. No, not over just yet. 40-30 now. Although I fear if there's anyone who could break, it would be Saba. Go. Her serve is good, and the return is long from Sabalenka. Iga holds, and we are tied at 3 here. Iga's going over to wipe her nose, get some snot out of there. Here we go, 3-all. Set 2, folks. Iga now just 3 games away from her first ever title in Madrid. Lots and lots of work, however. It will not be easy, and very well this one could go 3. So sit tight. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're getting near the tense parts of this set number 2. Here we go. On the eve of her birthday, Sabalenka serving. Her serve is good. Return is a nice loopy deep ball. Now backhand Iga Swiatek, backhand Sabalenka, forehand Swiatek, forehand Sabalenka, forehand Swiatek, cross court, forehand Sabalenka. It's a block back. It's a short ball, and Iga backhands that up the line, racing up to it and making sure she gets to the ball before it drops below the height of the net. She won the first set in 1,000 in Masters 1,000 tournaments. Yeah, in her last 75 Masters 1,000 matches, when she wins the first set, she's won the match 75 times in a row. It's unbelievable stat. It's just mind-boggling. Must admit, I'm getting impatient in terms of Iga winning or getting close to winning a hard court slam or glass slam. Maybe I should be patient. She will improve. Not sure. Don't worry, buddy. Just enjoy the tennis. I mean, I mean, with tennis, I'm not as crazy. Like with hockey, I'm extremely like the reason my voice is kind of bad is because the Canucks scored yesterday. I lost my SHIT, but in tennis, I just want to see good tennis. So try not to let the results get in. I mean, you're a young guy. I know you love Iga, you love Novak, and you just want them to see them win. But I think maybe as you get older, or whatever, you won't be so attached to the outcome. But I mean, it's obviously fun when you're really rooting for someone and they win. It's like euphoric. But I've had moments in my life where I was, I felt so bad, or like I ruined my day because my team lost, and now I'm like, I'm too old for this. I can't throw away a whole day of my life because someone lost a tennis match. But I understand. You're a fan. You love the game. You love the players. So have fun, enjoy. And kind of to go off of your comment, though, I will say that she did win Wimbledon juniors, so it's not like she's incapable. And obviously, winning juniors is different, but that's still experience, and she's done it. So I don't see that it's impossible. She is taking quite a while to adjust. But it's good to see she got the US Open. She got the hard court, so that's good. Hoping to see her do a little bit better in Australia and definitely Wimbledon. Yeah, remember, in the end, it's fun. It's all about fun, right? We just want to enjoy. Like, these are all hobbies for us. And a good serve, and the return from Swiatek goes wide and long. One lady is extremely happy on her feet and hands up, cheering Sabalenka, who is up 4-3. We are on serve here, folks. And I'm going to say that was a well-deserved and much-needed game for Sabalenka right there, because it felt like she was getting pressure on her serve a little bit, kind of relieved it with just a game to 15 there. You know what? I'm going to give her a button. I think Saba deserves it.
Saba, 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 Sabalenka. Saba, 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 Saba. Let's go, Sabalenka.
All right, folks, we have 27 likes right now. Not too shabby. If you haven't done so, please give us a like on the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You can also check out the Game to Love Tennis podcast on all streaming sites. You got Apple Podcasts. That's where I listen to Ben and JG when I'm doing my thing throughout the day. Spotify, all the fun stuff. So get on board with the Game to Love, folks. And we got a sign saying Lusovo za Iga. I don't know what that means in Polish. Maybe it means let's go. Oh, this one's for you, King. Snail's asking, is the Champions League trophy coming home this year? The Olympics on French Open clay, so Swiatek is favored there too this year. Good point, David. Dave, I kind of haven't really thought about it. I've been so focused. Everyone's been so focused on Nadal. Will he be ready? And obviously Djokovic is, you could tell one of his big goals now is to win a gold medal. So I kind of put the whole Iga clay dominance and thought of Olympics out of my mind. So thank you for bringing that up. All right. Second serve to kick off this game for Iga is good. Backhand return up the line. Cross-court backhand Swiatek. Backhand Sabalenka wide. 15 love Swiatek. Yes, 100%. Wahundo P, says KA in the Heezy. So we got the Olympics. So does it go French Wimbledon Olympics, or does it go French Olympics Wimbledon? Or no. Yeah. Does anyone know? Because we got July is, I think it's French Olympics Wimbledon, right? Anyways, I'm sure someone will let me know, or I'll take a look when I get a sec. Got a good rally here. We got a short ball for Swiatek, and she puts it away, racing up. Great footwork from the world number one, 30 love, as we are on serve in set number 2. Thank you, Dave. French, then Wimbledon, then okay. That's a pretty tight 4 months, folks. Some huge tournaments. Sabalenka with an overhead, and she put it right to Swiatek. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Sorry, there's an ambulance going by my hell or a fire truck. Apologies if that made any noise, but maybe it didn't because it's coming through my speaker. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, it would be good to get Olympics off the list for Iga, because there's always that thing people have about winning Olympics, though I don't care about Olympics of tennis. You know, I don't think anyone really cared about it until like the last 10 years. And now now I think it's become a thing that players like. I've heard Djokovic say like he was really focused, like he wants to win. I almost wonder, because he's won everything. Obviously, we know he's the GOAT. He's 24. He's got it all. I get the sense that he would rather win the Olympics than another major this year. I could be wrong, but just from hearing him in interviews and stuff like that, I do really get the sense that it's 40-15, by the way, Iga with a backhand cross-court winner, setting up a game point here. in game number 8. Good first serve, cross-court return with some heat, which Iga cannot handle and pushes that wide. But yeah, you know, when I was growing up, the Olympic gold was not really a big thing. But I feel like now the top end players really want to win. And I don't know if that's because Roger and Rafa won that Novak wants to or what. I know Steffi Graf also, I think it was 1988. She did the Golden Slam. She got all 4 majors and the gold medal in the Olympics. But I don't feel at the time that it was as big as it is now. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just telling you kind of how it's been since Spain's why Djokovic has been laying low for the first 4.5 months. Aim for 25th in gold. Yeah, that's honestly what I think too. I really think that because, you know, he pulled out of Miami, didn't really play much. He didn't play. Did he play Monte Carlo? Yeah. Yes, he did play Monte Carlo. He did not play Barcelona or Madrid. Cubby, I think slams and Olympics would be an equal importance. Yeah. Okay, there you go. With injuries of his main foes, you got to like Joker. Yes. I mean, the one thing is, I mean, we'll have to see with Sinner, Alcaraz, especially. Those are the 2 guys who need to kind of get healthy. Sabalenka losing the first game. So remember, folks, when it was 5-5 in set number 1, Sabalenka got broken, and then she was down 5-6 and then lost 5-7. Right now, it's 4-all. So if she gets broken here, Swiatek will have a chance to serve out the match. Still lots to happen before then, but keep an eye on that. Love 15. Great first serve, block back return. It's a super high one. And Sabalenka meets that at the net, swinging forehand volley, and she slams that into the open court. It's still not that big, but definitely Novak has Olympics. Yeah, I think he really wanted to win the last Olympics. Like that was, I think, the first time where he was really like, I want to win this thing. Like before that, I think he was like, okay, you know, it's not the biggest tennis tournament. We got a nice rally going on. We got forehand Sabalenka, forehand Swiatek. Again, some great defense, but right back to where the ball came from Sabalenka as Swiatek was going to the middle of the court and gets wrong-footed. 30-15 for Aryna Sabalenka. But yeah, I think, you know, he wanted to win in Tokyo, wasn't able to. And so now I think he's really, honestly, I think if he has a chance to win like the French or the Olympics, I bet you he would want the Olympics. I could be wrong. That's just the sense I get from what I've seen. Real Madrid will most likely win at least 5 of the next 10 UCLs. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man U, Barcelona are not contenders anymore. Bayern are the only threat at the moment. That's because they got the Canadian boy. Yeah. Alphonso Davies. You know who that is? I think he's a left back. He's one of the best. I heard he's the second best left back in the world. It's very rare for Canada to have a best in the world in any position or even close in soccer. He actually played for the Vancouver Whitecaps, the MLS team, when he was 15, but then he was so good that Bayern Munich, I don't know how the transfers work, but he's over there now. All right, Swiatek, nice backhand return. Forehand Sabalenka, backhand Swiatek, backhand Sabalenka into the net. 40-30 now. Okay, Sabalenka looking to put this game away. 40-30. We're getting to the tense moments, folks. Good first serve and return into the net. Sabalenka holds, and it is Swiatek, just like in the first set. She's serving at 4-5 down to stay in the set. Sabalenka's picking up a new racket. Ooh. Gotta grab, it looks like my phone / webcam. Battery's about to die. I'm glad I saw that notification. There we go. Plug myself in here so you don't get a blank screen in the middle of the call. Manor, 6'4", come on, Saba. For others, players, doesn't seem that big. Still, like Casper Ruud, literally played 250s instead of it. I think I have a feeling that kind of from now on, all the top players, like for the rest of our lives, I feel like from now on, the top players are going to want to win an Olympics. I don't think it'll ever hold as much weight as a Grand Slam. Definitely not. But I think it's becoming something that 15 years ago that it was like, whatever, to I want to win this. What do you guys think of all these two-week Masters? Or sorry, is it? Yeah, they're extending them, and a lot of players are not liking it. They're talking about injury issues, talking about too much time off if you lose early. I'm definitely. I like the pace before. I like the pace when it was faster, when it was like a 9-day tournament rather than like a 14 or whatever 12-day. The men's, yeah, and then, well, this is Dave. This is one of the reasons why I don't think Olympics will ever be on the level, especially on the men's side, as a major, is specifically because of that fact, for sure. But I do really like how the Olympics switch surface. I like that. I think it's cool. I think it should represent, like, if you're playing in a primarily clay court country and that's where the Olympics are, then that's what it should be. It shouldn't just be one all the time. I think that's cool that they do that. Ghost, I've been wondering where you were, homie. I was asking. I said, this guy comes in, drops a dope prediction, and then just leaves. And I think I even said he dipped out like a ghost. Good to have you, buddy. Good to have you as always. Miss the linguistic. Man, I could have made that sound so cool. Anyways, the linguistic nature of your comments. Here we go. You'll be happy to know I'm fully vegan now, except for the rum, raisin, ice cream, and hot dogs. Okay. That's congratulations, bud. I've had quite a journey with my food for the last year. I'm now a type 2 diabetic, believe it or not. Luckily, I don't have to take any injections or anything. I just take pills, but I got to be careful now. Got to watch the carbs. So, but I hope your journey into veganism is working out well. And the hot dog, man, I had a hot dog the other day. There's actually, it's so funny, in Vancouver, there's this little area called English Bay, and it's a beautiful little, it's in downtown. There's buildings there, but then there's like a little beach, and then you can kind of walk your dog. And there's these 2 hot dog carts. They've been there forever, literally. And one of these guys, I can't believe it. Veggie dog is $8, and the other guy has a $5 veggie dog. And the $8 veggie dog cart is always empty. And it's just like, it doesn't make sense. I'm like, why? It's like saying, hey, there's a gas station over there that's cheaper, but I have gas for more. Like, bro, put your prices down. There's like 8 people waiting for hot dogs at the cheaper stand. And I'm talking, they're like 100 years away from each other. Not like, it's not like it's a kilometer away or a mile away. It is. Anyways, I was like, this guy needs to take a business class. All right, here we go. Swiatek, 30. Oh, tight you down. I'm watching Sugar too, but Mama says I'm sweet by nature. Yeah, crazy. No disrespect, but vegan is not healthy, especially long term. I got to disagree with you, my friend. I have several family members who have never, ever eaten any. They've been vegan their whole entire lives. They're completely healthy, no issues. Yeah, and I'm vegetarian my whole life. I was a hockey player for 25 years and this and that. I mean, King, unless you actually become vegan and it makes you sick, you could say that. But I don't think that this blanket statement is fair at all. I'll only eat if they spell veggie dog, so I can feel at least a little bit cool. There you go. LOL, ghosty. Even though I'm a Nole fan, I'll admit ATP Tour finals should also be played on different surfaces. What does that have to do? Ooh! And the break. Oh my goodness, folks. Talking about this vegan stuff, we got a break. And Iga Swiatek gets broken. And we are going to a third set, folks. We're going the distance. So Sabalenka still has a chance to give herself a trophy on the eve of her birthday.
Saba, 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 Sabalenka. Saba, 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 let's go Sabalenka.
Let's go Sabalenka. All right, folks, I'm going to take a break, hit the facilities for a couple of minutes. I will be right back. Don't go too far. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, here we go. Take a look at our highlights of 2022. A little outdated, but I'll be right back, folks.
There should be no special rules for Novak Djokovic at all.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are for something groundbreaking. Some might call it trial of the century. Some might call it trial of all time.
We did not expect to be covering the first Djokovic watch-along of the year, and he's not playing an opponent. He's playing him against the state. Shout out to everyone joining us. Of course, we've never had so many people in the live chat. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to bring all 23,000 of you up to date with what's happened so far.
Did not think by the third set Ben would be rooting for Rafa and JG would be wishing it's all over. Yeah, a bit weird.
I mean, I just want the pain to end.
I don't even care if he's crawling on his knees and hitting the ball over the net by the fifth. If he gets there, it'll be incredible.
I'm just calling it as it is. I'm trying to be objective watching the match, and he's lost the match. What do you want me to do?
He hasn't lost it. He's still in it. Why do you keep saying he's lost it?
You think, okay, put a bet on then. What odds would you get on Rafa 2 sets down?
8s.
Just take a bet on. Seeing as he's not out.
I was just disappointed you're not supporting your man.
No, you're being delusional, Ben. Just grow up.
Not supporting your man.
Delusional.
Not supporting your man. Come on, you guys. What are you doing? I feel like I'm rallying for all of the Rafa fans out there now. Crazy.
Yeah, because you just need to grow up, mate. Like, be realistic.
I've watched tennis many times. I've seen comebacks many times.
Okay. You see Medvedev lose from this position? Don't think so.
But anything can happen.
It's too good! He's done it! Rafael Nadal has won his 21st Grand Slam. He's beaten Daniel Medvedev 7-5 in the 5th set. It's just been an absolute epic occasion. I can't believe he's done it. Rafael Nadal. What?
Okay, folks, thank you for your patience. I am back, and so are the players. Sabalenka serving. She has taken the first point. 15-love. We are in it to win it. Third set winner is going to take the title. Will it be a third straight for Aryna Sabalenka, or will Iga Swiatek win her first Madrid title? Just so you know, Swiatek is 7 wins and 2 losses in 9 clay court finals. She's looking to make that an 800 winning percentage. Sabalenka has only won 2, I think, of her last 6 finals. Not on clay, just overall. But the last one she played was a big one, and she won it, the Australian Open. All right, 30-love Sabalenka to kick off this third and deciding set. I'll get to the comments here in a second, folks, but we're getting into the tense moments of this match. We got a great forehand, now it's backhand to backhand battle. Backhand cross court from Swiatek, and Sabalenka tried to float that back, but mishit it. So it's 30-15. Oh, I see some. Oh yeah, is Nole vegan? Someone says he eats chicken or something. What is Ghost saying? If fish is chicken of the sea, is chicken sharks of the land? Think about it. Now you got me, buddy. Here we go. 30-15. First serve, good. Backhand return. Just wide. Iga's challenging, but I think it was wide. It's a good call. But why not challenge? Unlimited challenges on clay. Challenge every single ball for all I care. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's wide by at least, I'd say, 3 inches. So 40-15 now. Double game point. Most desserts are vegetarian, so there are pitfalls with it too. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Imagine a non-vegetarian dessert. Is there such thing? Like, is there like meat with like whipped cream? That's like the what was that thing that Rachel from Friends made, where she had like the recipe page was stuck, so she like made half of like a custard and the other half was like a layered meat pie or something. I don't know. Medi should have had that final. You talking about AO, I'm thinking. Or are you talking about, well, he should have had 2. He's been up two sets to love in 2 separate Grand Slam finals and lost both of them, which is heartbreaking. But at least he has at least one. All right, second serve, 40-30, Sabalenka. Looking to make her mark on this third set. Second serve is good. Backhand return is long. 1-love Sabalenka, folks. It's getting to be that time. Every point, every game is the tension ratchets up exponentially every game from here on out. Norris Mora, hello. Let's go, Sabalenka. We got Cap in the house. Hello. How's it going, Cap? Great to have you in here. If I remember, Cap is a big fan of Iga's coach. They keep showing him, so I hope you're enjoying that. Should I eat dinner? Should always eat dinner, dog. It's always good to be nourished. Unless you've already eaten dinner, then maybe don't have a second dinner, or just go to bed after this. I mean, I would say, if you're wondering, I'd say do something half. Have a half snack. So you're not filling your stomach up before going to bed, but you're having a little bit, to sustain yourself in your dreams. There you go. Okay. Okay. So all right, Iga serving here. She's up 15-love. Serve is good. Block back return, nice and deep. Backhand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand up the line. Backhand Swiatek, and it's a winner. It's a clean winner. Sorry, folks. My aunt showed up and was asking me a bunch of questions, which I had to answer. All right. Swiatek was up 30-love. Now it's 30-15. Sabalenka with a winner off of a ground stroke. Covey, I prefer your streams on GTL. Well, thank you very much, Cap. That's very, very heartening to hear. I really appreciate that. And it's like I said, it's nice to have you back. It's been a minute. Here we go. Iga. 30-15. Serve is off the net and out. Dave, Rachel on Friends recipe book pages stuck together, mixed trifle, thank you, and shepherd's pie. There you go. See, when you're born and raised vegetarian, if I eat meat, I would know shepherd's pie, but I've never eaten one, so I knew the name, but I couldn't access it. Thank you for that. I knew it was something like that. The trifle. Yeah, there was like jam, and then Joey's like, he's like, what's not to like about it? Whipped cream, good. Fruit, good. Meat, good. Yeah, it was a very, very funny episode. Love that one. All right, 40-15, double game point for 1-all in the third. We're talking about is like vegan diets that I kind of missed that last game of the second set, and it was so abrupt. It was like, oh, Savage just broke. All right. Here we go. Backhand to backhand battle going now. Oh, Sabalenka tried to redirect it up the line, but she pushed it really far, about 8 feet long. And we have a 1-game level set here in the decider. Joey couldn't get enough of Shepherd's Trifle. Dave, you are, if I'm handing out trophies for comments, you are definitely in the lead today. You are definitely killing it. All right, here we go. Win probability, 61% given to Iga. By the way, folks, before the match started, the betting odds were 1.3. So if you put down $100 on Iga, you would win 130. So you'd win $30. But Sabalenka, surprisingly, as a 2-time defending champion, she was 3.5. So you put down 100, you win 350. I didn't put money down. I was strongly considering it, but I have a feeling Iga is going to take it. That's the only reason I didn't put a money on it. And Sabalenka with a very nice and easy +1 off of a high short ball, which she pulverizes into the open space, and it's 30 love world number 2. Whipped cream, good. Fruit, good. Meat, good. Joey, oh man. Has anyone seen that other show with Joey? Dave, have you seen that show? It's called, I think it's called Pages or Script or something, or Letters or something. I think it's called Pages. Sabalenka, another ground stroke error into the net, and then she crouches down in frustration. Expect my prize trophy in the mail with Canada Post. Might get it by Christmas. Well, but it's being sent from Canada too, so maybe it'll be American Thanksgiving. Oh, by the way, if you Americans are wondering why I said American Thanksgiving, it's because Canada has our own Thanksgiving in October, which is 1 month before. And Canadians call it the real Thanksgiving, but then Americans call theirs the real Thanksgiving, if they even know about ours. But one thing that happens, doesn't matter where you are in Canada, you will have likely at some point in your life driven over the border for Black Friday. Saba, a real fighter these days. Yeah, she's gone. Well, if she, okay, whether she wins or not, this is her 6th match of the tournament, and this is the 5th 3-setter. So she is fighting her head off for this potential title here. Folks, I don't know if you heard me say at the beginning of the stream, but Sabalenka, the nice running winner from the backhand wing of Swiatek, and that sets up a break point here. So at the beginning of the match, I was mentioning that Iga had only lost 20 games en route to making the final, and Sabalenka has lost 60 games, the most anyone has ever lost, and still made it to a final in this tournament on the women's side. All right, it's a break point, 30-40. Sabalenka serve, and it's wide. Ooh, it hit the ball girl pretty directly. All right, Sabalenka. Second serve. She's down a break point. This could be a big moment in the match. Serve is good. Backhand return. Backhand Sabalenka off the net court, but lands in. Slice from Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek to the middle. Backhand Sabalenka. Cross court. And then the backhand floater goes long from Iga Swiatek. And a very tense point goes the way of the world number 2, Aryna Sabalenka, and we are at deuce. Whew, let's go. Having a great time. By the way, folks, it's 11:45 a.m. on a Saturday morning in beautiful, and I'm talking beautiful Vancouver, BC. We got the weather's just been gorgeous for us here into like the high teens, about 18, 15, 17 degrees, which is around like 75, 80 type of thing, if you're Fahrenheit. Second serve coming up at deuce. Oh, what a return. But Sabalenka neutralized that by chopping it. However, Iga responds by hitting another forehand to the same corner, wrong-footing Sabalenka and setting up a second break point in this game number 3 of the final set. The tension mounts in the crowded stadium in Madrid. Let's go. Break point number 2. Swiatek, ultra focused. First serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Backhand Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka up the line. Backhand cross court Swiatek. Backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek. Up the line. Backhand winner from Sabalenka and a huge roar. Fist pump from Aryna Sabalenka. You wanted that, baby. Oh, yes, she did. And that's back to deuce. I mean, sometimes Saba throws her entire body into a shot, and that was one of them. And she is obviously a very strong woman. So when she does that, it is quite a sight to see. I'd love to watch her play. I'd love to watch Iga play live. I mean, both of them, the way they strike the ball is incredible. All right, short ball. Oh, again, Sabalenka puts a short ball into the corner where Iga was, but Iga floats it back. Sabalenka meets it at the net and volleys it into the open court and now has a game point. Look at this, folks. What a guy. What a guy. Let's give it up one time for Ghosty throwing us a $5 tip. Really appreciate that. You're the man, Ghosty. Says, good to see you again, Covey. You never have to pay to see me, but if you do, we happily accept it and thank you, buddy. And hey, let me know which button you'd like. Now, the only ones I have loaded are Rafa, Lehechka, Sabalenka, and Iga. But if you want another one, I believe I have access to the entire database. So you let me know, Ghosty, if you'd like one, and which one which one you would like. I'll throw that up there for you. Unfortunately, no Gerolitis button, but if there was, I would literally just call it Ghost button. All right, Sabalenka, second serve advantage for her. Serve is good. Backhand return right to the feet of Samba, but a great pickup. And then Iga tries to go up the line, but goes long on the forehand. And Sabalenka, after a couple of break point chances against, finds her way, navigates her way out of the jungle of game number 3 in the third set. We are on serve. It's 2-1 Sabalenka. And I'm going to give her some love.
Saba, 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 Sabalenka. Saba, 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 let's go Sabalenka.
The whole database, that's sneaky. That sounds like an Avengers reference. My cousin, who's my roommate, would love that. He's a massive fan of the Avengers and the just the whole, is it Marvel? He's watched, like, I don't know, is there 40 of them now or something? And then he's got the Disney Plus where you have all the shows, Loki, and it's crazy. That franchise is just ridiculously huge. I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of that stuff. I prefer more kind of original movies, but there's definitely a few really good ones I liked. I remember liking a couple of the Iron Man ones a lot. The one of them was ruined for me. It was Guardians of the Galaxy. I remember when it came out, the first one, everyone was like, this is the greatest superhero movie ever made. And I was just watching it, waiting for it to be awesome. But yeah, there's some pretty good stuff there. But if you're asking me what the best kind of superhero movies are, the Batman Dark Knight trilogy, by far, for me, is the best. And I also like the Joker movie, which is not related to that trilogy. But it's crazy. Joaquin Phoenix has made a second Joker movie. I'd never thought that they would make a second one. He just doesn't seem like a sequel type of guy. All right, here we go. On serve, 1-2. Iga serving. Winner of the set will be the champion in Madrid, Masters 1000. And then they will fly over to Roma. Bellissimo. Serve is good. Forehand. Oh, forehand from Sabalenka up the line. Attempted winner, but missed it by about 2 inches. Just wide. Copy 9% of the kind of movies they make in India. If you grew up in India, Avengers movies would be like insanely good. Yeah, believe me, Stay Hill. So I grew up watching Bollywood movies my whole life until Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham. Ever since then, I think that was the last full movie that I've watched. But everything before that, I mean, I watched everything with my parents. All the Hrithik Roshan movies, all the Shah Rukh Khan movies, all the Amitabh. One of my favorite movies, actually, my favorite movie is Mard by Amitabh Bachchan. It's not even that great of a movie, but for me, it's like hilarious. I just love it. Yeah, the Bollywood movies are crazy. Like when I was growing up, 3-4 hour movies, every single one of them, 8 full length 6-minute songs with full costume changes. It's quite a spectacle. But yeah, I kind of miss watching them. Here we go. It's 15-all. Iga, serve is long. Second serve coming up. Probably those time movies were crazy. Hrithik Roshan's my favorite. Yeah, does he have 6 fingers on his left hand or something? He's got like 2 thumbs or left or I know he's got an extra digit on one of his hands. +1 from Swiatek on an easy ground stroke goes into the net. 15-30 now. You know, it's funny, Snehal. I watched Hindi movies when they were like typical Indian movies, but when they started becoming like Hollywood movies, like North American style psychological dramas and stuff like that and thrillers, I just didn't feel it as much. I just prefer the old school, like ridiculous love story. Guy loves girl. Girl's parents don't like guy. Then they find a way, and 3 hours later, it's all good. That's just me, though. 90% of the movies these days are ridiculously bad, so it's probably good that I haven't watched that. The new Jerry Seinfeld movie, Unfrosted, isn't worth watching despite having Amy Schumer, who I think is not that funny, Melissa McCarthy, who I do think is very funny, and Jim Gaffigan, who is hilarious. The return from Sabalenka. Oh, hold on. Okay, so Sabalenka just returned the ball. It was called in. Sorry, it was called out, but it was overturned. And that kind of frustrated Iga for a second because she has to replay the point. But she's refocused. 15-30. Second serve is good. Return, nice and deep. Backhand from Swiatek. Backhand Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Backhand cross-court Sabalenka. And backhand inside out from the middle of the court from Swiatek for the winner. 30-all. Snehal, have you ever watched the movie Kuli Number 1 with Amitabh? That was also one of my favorites. There's a very famous. I guess he injured himself doing one of the stunts, and he had to go to the hospital during filming. It was like a big deal. First serve wide from Iga at 30-all. Here comes the second. Serve is good. And the forehand cross court. And the forehand +1 from Iga goes long. Very long. About 10 feet, actually, off of a routine ground. Maybe not routine, but it wasn't under extreme duress or anything. She's hit several winners from a worse position today alone. But Sabalenka now, after saving 2 break points in her previous service game, will have a first one here in game 4. Tense moments, folks. Serve is good. Backhand return up the line. Cross court from Sabalenka. Cross court Iga, or I should say Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Inside out from the middle of the court, and she breaks. Sabalenka, after losing the first set, breaks the very last game of set number 2 to take it 6-4 and has taken the first break. She's up 3-1, and now she is just 3 games away from the title, just like Iga was at 3-all in the last set. All right, here we are. It is Sabalenka serving up a break, 3-1. And where are we at for likes? 29 likes. Let's see if we can get to 30. Let's go. And another miss hit. from Swiatek. Not a good time to have a little bit of a lull and miss some easy shots. But that's exactly what's happening right now. And it is Sabalenka taking advantage. Up a break here in set 3, and she's up 15-love on serve. Serve is good. Oh, return right off of the baseline. Sabalenka just barely pushes that back. It's a short ball. Iga easily puts that away at the net. And it's 15-15. Not watched it, but heard of it. It's really, really good. Covey, a remake of Kuli #1 was made 2020, and it was so bad. And my God, the criticism from old school fans were heavy. India should not follow the trend of Hollywood, where like every single movie now is just a remake from 50 years ago or 40 years ago or 20 years ago or yesterday. It's like every movie is just it's like a sequel or a remake. And it's just like, come on, bro. Like, give me some new original Is there no one writing stuff anymore? Sabalenka misses a backhand slice, kind of nonchalant, and it's 15-30. I didn't even know there was a remake of Kuli #1. There's also another. Wait, hold on. There's one movie called Kuli, and one was Kuli #1. One of them had Amitabh, and the other one had Govinda, I think. So was it a remake of the Govinda one or the Amitabh one? I'm wondering. And I think Kareena Kapoor was in Kuli #1. Someone like that. I don't know. Okay, anyways, Sabalenka, the Govinda one. Okay. Yeah, that is Kuli #1, I believe. Yeah, so Amitabh was Kuli. Yeah, you're right. That was like in like 83 or something, like when I was really young. Okay, good rally. Forehand, Sabalenka. Forehand, Swiatek. Oh, and it had so much whip on it that Sabalenka wasn't able to steer that back into play. And it sets up a double break opportunity for the world #1, trying to get that break right back. It was Karishma Kapoor, the elder sister. I had a big crush on her. And then Kareena Kapoor came along, the younger sister. It must have been really good that you remember. Well, I think, I was born in 81. I probably watched it, maybe like in 86 or something. So it was already old by then. I didn't like watch it on theater. That would have been crazy. Here we go. Sabalenka, second serve, double break point against her here. Serve is good. Oh, it's a let. As if the tension needed to be thicker. It's a second serve for Aryna Sabalenka facing 2 break points against the world #1 tennis player on the women's side. Here we go. Serve is good. Forehand return up the middle, and the backhand from Sabalenka. As I was saying in the last game, that not a good time to have a lull for Iga. Well, Sabalenka just had a lull in the middle of that game and lost it. She gets broken. We're back on serve. It's now 2-3, and Swiatek will serve after this change.
Iga Swiatek. The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm a feature, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna see ya. Now you can't handle my heat now.
Snehal, ask your parents or your family, anyone who's seen Kuli, the one with Amitabh. There's a very famous scene where like there's this girl being held captive, but he's trying also to make her food because you got to eat, right? And it's not like he's like a bad guy. He's a good guy, but I forgot the whole situation. But anyways, so he's making this woman eggs, but she has access to the radio knob, and so she keeps changing the dial from like yoga positions to like the egg recipe, and it's just like a famous Hindi movie scene because Amitabh like basically cracks an egg on his head because he keeps going between yoga instructions and cooking instructions. Copy, what's your favorite Pirates of the Caribbean? Honestly, I remember really liking the first one, and I think I've seen. First of all, I honestly don't know how many there are now, but I think I remember there being up to 3. Maybe there's more. But I remember really liking the first one. I thought it was super cool. It was new. It was creative. But then they did the same thing where they just kept on making more and more and more. And I just remember thinking, the first couple were good, but now it's getting a little crazy. But I will say Johnny Depp plays he does a really good job in that. I remember thinking he's really comical, and like the way he moves his body is very impressive. He's like drunk in the way he's walking like an old pirate. All right, Swiatek and relinquishes the first point in this service game. Love 15. Come on now, gotta hold. What about you, King? What's your favorite? And also, if you can let me know, how many are there now? I think there's I know that, like I said, I knew for sure there was 3. I think there's even more. There must be maybe 4 or 5 by now. Although I know they haven't made any in a while. Oh, Iga with an absolute screamer of a forehand. And Sabalenka gets a racket on it, but unable to direct it back into play, and it's 15-all. Oh, yes, I do, my friend. Do you also watch these kind of time pass movies like Despicable Me series? So for people who are wondering, time pass is literally, it's just it's not a word that we use commonly in North America, but in India they say oh, what are you doing? I'm doing time pass, meaning I'm just doing nothing. I'm just kind of letting the time pass, basically. But it's not a phrase here, so anyone is wondering. But I actually love the Despicable Me movies. I love them. I think they're so cute and hilarious, and Steve Carell is so good. Swiatek losing the third point now. It's 15-30. There's a 5, but a 6-1 coming out. Oh, okay. Nice. So are they? Yeah, maybe I should check out. I remember seeing the first 3. I remember one. There's thing keeps freezing. What is going on? Apologies, folks. Just gonna reload my Bet365. Every once in a while, just freezes frame in the middle of a. Okay, it looks like it's 30-all. So Swiatek won that point. Sorry, folks, was not able to see what happened there. Apologies for that, but it is back to level. That is one thing we know for sure. Ooh, Sabalenka crouched down and kind of almost half fell down backwards. Hard to pick between first or second. I remember there was one where there's a bunch of dead pirates that come back to life. That was kind of cool, I remember. We got a good rally. Swiatek is just moving Sabalenka from corner to corner, and it worked well because Sabalenka unable to get that last ball into play. Some very good striking right now. So just 2 games ago, I was saying she was having a lull. In the middle of the last game, it was Sabalenka who had missed a couple of easy ground strokes. And now Iga is dialed in. She has got the ball on a string from her racket at the moment. Good first serve. Sabalenka with a nice return. And her second shot from Sabalenka is another forehand, but she's trying to hit with too much power from non-good positions, and she hit that one really long. It almost looked like she wanted to end that point with that shot no matter what, and she did, but not how she wanted it to go. Iga holds, and we are tied at 3. Absolutely. Yeah, I just think they're so cute. I love the guy's face. It's so hilarious how his body is so skinny and his upper body. And then there's the little minions and all that. Yeah, those are good. I always like the cartoon movies. I always like the Toy Story movies. A beautiful backhand up the line. So Iga goes backhand cross court with some heat. Sabalenka meets that and redirects it up the line and smacks a beautiful winner. Again, I mentioned earlier, when she puts her entire body into a shot, it's a sight to behold, and that was no different on that one. Here we go. 15-love. Her serve is long. Great match. That's why these 2 are the best players in the world. I could not agree anymore. It's hard to pick between first and second one. We're talking about that. These 2 are the best in the game, but Rybakina not far behind. Yeah, for sure. Remember, Rybakina had a chance to serve out a straight sets victory against Sabalenka, but was unable to. So she had a chance, a very, very good chance. She has one of the best serves in all of tennis. So, but was unable in that situation. Now it's Sabalenka up 30-love. Cubby, what I like about them is when they are chasing each other, the action scenes and how they are so funny. Yeah, no, it's really good. Very, very clever. And, those little girls are so cute as well. And, I remember, was it the second or third one where he like meets the girl and it's those are really good. They're, I have a 8-year-old nephew and a 2-year-old niece. So we sometimes watch these movies and shows together. I actually recently got them into DuckTales, which is a show that I watched when I was a kid, on the Disney Channel. It's really good. If anyone hasn't seen DuckTales. Ooh. All right, here we go. Saba with a backhand winner on the +1 up the line, and Swiatek was making her way back to the middle of the court, getting wrong-footed, and it is triple game point, 40-love. Sabalenka. Despicable Me. I had no idea another one's coming up July 3rd this year. So what are you going to watch? You going to watch Wimbledon or Despicable Me? You got to choose, Snehal. If you had to choose one, 2 weeks of Wimbledon or Despicable Me, what would you watch? Of course, I'm being ridiculous. Here we go. 40-love, second serve. Sabalenka looking to take a 4-3 lead in this decider. And it's a double fault. 40-15, also known as 40-15. That's too tough to answer. Yeah. Imagine if the world was like that, Snehal, where like the world was like, okay, you're allowed to watch Wimbledon, but if you do, you're not allowed to watch Despicable Me 4 until January 1st, 2025. Imagine if that was the world we lived in. Or it's like you can watch Despicable Me, but you don't get to know who won Wimbledon until January 1st, 2025. I swear I'm not high, and I'm talking like a weird high guy, but I'm just having fun here with you guys. Here we go. It's Sabalenka. Better win this year because she was up 40-love. Now it's 40-30. And another serve. First serve goes long. So she was doing all right with the first serves, then misses 3 first serves in a row. And now Swiatek looking to get her third point in a row in this game number 7. Oh, what a return. But Sabalenka, some great defense, stretching out. And now we're into a rally, which Swiatek hits a forehand into the net. She had the entire line. If she had got it over the net, it would have been a winner. But instead, it goes into the net. Saba holds. And we're on serve 4-3. Sabalenka after 7 games. Folks, getting good here in Madrid. I'll tell you that. If I don't watch Wimbledon, Nuggle will make the call. He will be pissed off. You know what? What if we get Daria to watch Nuggle for you? And then that way you can watch Despicable Me. My gosh, Sava, says Manor. Yeah, that was a gutsy hold. She lost her serve for a second, but I think she got a little bit lucky, to be honest. But hey, sometimes the good ones need luck as well. Folks, who do you think is going to win on the men's side? Who you got? Who has who? Curious to know. We got Felix versus Andre Rublev, and that one's going to be tomorrow at the same time this match started, which is 9:30 a.m. on the west coast of North America. But yeah, let me know. I'm curious to know who everyone's got for that one. I think it's going to be a good one. Like I said, as a Canadian, it's nice to see Felix doing well again. Cubby, Daria changed his tune. I was laughing so much. What a match this is. Hey, Gene in the house. Ooh, look at that profile picture. You got a very is that Nole in the green Lacoste? Looking good. Hey, Cubby and everyone. Hello, brother. Good to have you, man. Haven't seen you in a minute. This match is a future classic. Has been some great tennis, folks. Iga had some great defense. Has had some great defense. Saba as well. And we're in for a very nice ending. Gene, hey, Cap. All right. Here we go. Backhand from Iga. Just lands inside the baseline and sideline. Sabalenka couldn't get to it. 15-love. Kavitaria was really cheering on Nuggle versus Runa. That impressive run by Nuggle changed him completely. You know, he can play. I've watched some of his highlights, and I remember I wasn't able to watch a couple of the matches because they didn't show them on the TV. It was really annoying. I kept on having access to all the court screens other than one. But yeah, FAA as well. He's almost too well rested. The guy's only played 20 minutes of tennis in the last 5 days. I mean, it's crazy. WTA greater than the ATP right now. I do not disagree with you. I don't disagree with that. I think, first serve. That was right into the net there. Second serve here at 15 love for Swiatek. Serve is good. Backhand return up the line. Forehand attempt cross court from Iga goes into the net. And it is 15 all. They literally scammed a Masters 1000 final without doing anything special. I also agree with that. I'm not going to complain. Even though I'm a Canadian and I want to see him do well, you cannot argue with facts. Covey, I'm guessing you followed Nuggle run in Montego. Yes, I did. Didn't he win a couple? He qualified. He won one or two. I'm forgetting the exact history of his matches, but yes, I did follow it, and I was very impressed with him. I want to see him make some more strides. I think he's doing pretty well. Bro got 4 walkovers in a row. 3, pardon me. I know you like Felix, but we both know he doesn't really deserve it. I mean, again, I don't disagree with you. Do I think he would have made the final if he had to play all the matches? Probably not. It is good to see that he is playing a little bit better. He did beat Casper Ruud, who's been on fire. So that is definitely like a legitimate victory over a very good clay court specialist. And that's a nice plus, return +1, you could call it, from Sabalenka as she goes up the line on a short ball, and it's 30 all. Nuggle beat world number 64, 55-38, and took a set off of Runa. Yeah, okay, so he did win 3. Yeah, it was definitely a good run. Very, very good run. But yeah, getting back to Felix, I agree. He didn't necessarily... You can't say he doesn't deserve it because he's there, but I know what you mean. Is like he didn't have to actually play any matches. I mean, 2 straight walkovers is ridiculous. Did you say he had 3 walkovers in a row? Hold on, let me look that up. I can find... Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that after. This is too good right here. It's 40-30 Swiatek. We're into a rally. Forehand Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek. Backhand Sabalenka into the net. What a weird looking swing that was. It was like she was like too far behind the ball when she started swinging. I don't know. Anyways, it went right into the net. It was a weird looking technical shot. Maybe it bounced weird. Obviously, when you get near the end of a clay set, there's a lot of chances where the ball can bounce in off of a divot or a mark, a shoe mark or whatnot, or a previous ball mark. And it is 4 all. And you know what that means, folks? Yeah, you do. It means this. Okay, Sabalenka 4 all. We're into the business end, and I'm thinking in the next 15 to 20 minutes, one of these women will be holding a Champions Trophy, and the other will be holding a runner-up. Backhand from Swiatek, backhand on the run, slice from Sabalenka. Forehand to the other side from Swiatek, and Sabalenka running all the way and gets to it, but misses it long just a little bit. My goodness, it felt like she ran back and forth the width of the court 4 times in that one point. 2 hours, 37 minutes in. These women are giving everything they've got. And like you all are saying in the comments, this is a phenomenal match Oh, man. I feel really happy and grateful that Ben and JJ asked me to do this one. And woke up to a message at 7 in the morning. Hey, can you do the match by any chance? Yes, I can. I happen to be free this morning. All right, second serve at 15 all. Sorry, love 15 on the Sabalenka serve. Serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Sabalenka, cross court. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka up the line. Oh, she missed it long. She had the entire up the line, but missed it long. And now, a little bit of tension. Love 30. Did someone say, Covey, you must liking Kung Fu Panda series? Bro, Kung Fu Panda is my favorite. Master Oogway is like the most wise person and character in all of like movie history. I love, you know what? Actually, the very first day it came out, Kung Fu Panda 4, I took my nephew Reanch. I took him to the theater. It's the second time we've gone to a movie together, just me and him without his parents. And yeah, Kung Fu Panda 4. So Sabalenka wins the third point. She was down love 30. It's now 15-30, but the tension has just been lifted maybe 5%. Still lots of it to go here. Amazing point. JG saying, hey, man. Hello, JG. Look at Manor saying, JG, yo. Hey, by the way, JG, I'm not sure if you're able to, but Ghost gave us a $5 tip. And since I don't have the scoreboard, it didn't show up on the regular thing. So yeah, I was just going to say, if you're hearing this, please update that for the next time so that we get credit where it's due. But good to have you in here, JG. Hope you're enjoying this match. It is a really, really good tennis going on here. World number 1 versus world number 2. And it's 30 all, 4 all in the third set. And one of these players is potentially 6 points away from some real hardware. Masters 1000 trophy, which both of these players are pretty familiar with. What a second serve ace! She took a whole bunch of pace off of it and hit it just over the net and off of the sideline. A virtually impossible ball to return. She needs to have that in her arsenal in the future. Wow, what a serve. Well, update Ghost. Thanks. Thank you, buddy. J Genius in the heezy. Saba, please hold you Dumas. That's what I'm going to say. She's a Dumas. No, she's not a Dumas. She's great. Here we go. Nice return. And it's right in the middle. And Sabalenka with a backhander cross court, or I should say inside out from the middle for the winner. And it is now 4-5. Iga Swiatek serving to stay in the set, the exact same scoreline she's had in all 3 sets. She was down 4-5 in the first set. She won 7-5. She was down 4-5 in the second set, ended up losing that one 6-4. And for the third time, she is at 4-5, serving to stay in the set. What is going to happen? Everything is going on right now. Covey, even I did or did not. Yeah, it's good. The fourth one, the first 2 Kung Fu, you know what? I feel like whoever wrote the Kung Fu Panda movies is like a truly deeply spiritual person, because the dialogue and the essence of what they're relaying is deeply spiritual. It's deeply beautiful. 4 more points, says Manor. I don't even know what's going to happen. I literally, if you're going to be like, Covey, who do you think is going to win the next 4 points or the next game? I have no idea. I'm just happily on the edge of this knife's, on this knife's edge, I should say, enjoying some phenomenal tennis on a Saturday morning. Once again, it is Aryna Sabalenka's, the eve of her birthday. She will turn, I don't know what age she will be. I think maybe 24 or 25. I think maybe 25. She will be when the clock strikes midnight in Madrid. All right. Tense moments here, folks. We've already hit the business end button. And now, Iga Swiatek serving to stay in the match. Sabalenka looking for a 3rd consecutive crown. Let's go. First serve. It's a good one. Return, nice and deep. Oh, it's called late. Or sorry, it's called long, slightly late. The first on first look, I thought she might have caught it, but she ripped it right at the feet of Iga at the baseline, but it ended up being slightly long. 15 love for Iga. Manora. I'm nervous. Don't be nervous. Just be happy. Here we go. First serve is good. On the second point, not second serve. Here we go. And Sabalenka with a second forehand that goes long, this time after a 6-shot rally. And Swiatek, 30 love. She's doing her part. That's for sure. By the way, folks, if you haven't seen, this is a Game to Love t-shirt. So if you want to get one of these, just look in the description box below and you can find a link to the merch. All right, here we go. 30 love. Oh, didn't like the toss. First serve. Still on its way. Good. Forehand return. Now backhand Swiatek. Backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka to the backhand Swiatek. Cross court. Backhand Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand chop from Sabalenka on the run goes long. Triple game point Iga. Whew. Can you guys feel it? Can you feel the tension? I can feel it. Yep. Here we go. 40 love. Iga looking to level this deciding third set at 5 apiece. Very good service game so far. Great serve. Oh, was it? Yeah, it was in. Oh, the +1. Okay. Sorry. The reason I hesitated was when Saba struck that ball, the return, her grunt for a split second, I thought that was the linesperson the line calling it out, but it wasn't. It was just her grunting. And Swiatek hits a beautiful +1 forehand right into the very corner of the court. And it is a game to love, folks. Yes, a game to love.
It's a game to love.
Game to love. And hey, folks, like this video, subscribe to the Game to Love Tennis Podcast YouTube channel, and all of the streaming platforms that you use. All right, backhand to backhand going on. Now forehand from Sabalenka up the middle. Forehand Swiatek, forehand Sabalenka into the net. And she's down love 15. Now remember, as I mentioned earlier, Iga was down 4-5 in all 3 sets. But in the first set, when it was 5-all, Iga broke Sabalenka and then served it out for a 7-5. So we could have a repeat of that. Here we go. Love 15. Yeah, see, I'll talk about that more. Also love them too. Think they're awesome movies. Man, you and I have like the exact same taste in those movies. And a nice backhand cross-court winner from Sabalenka. Yeah. Those movies are so good. Incredibles also up there. Love them as well. Yeah, I think we have like literally the exact same. Like I love all the 4 ones that you mentioned: Kung Fu Panda, Despicable Me, Incredibles, How to Train Your Dragon. I love all of them. Like every single one of all their movies. I think they're awesome. Here we go. 15-all. Serve is good. Return from Iga directly into the net. Deposited like a bank check. And it is now 30-15. Sabalenka. Manor saying, don't worry. She's still alive. She still has a chance for the trifecta, the three-peat. Crowd starting to get a little bit loud. Umpire asking him to calm a little bit before the point. Ooh, Sabalenka first serve is about 5 feet long. She tried to throw her whole entire essence into that serve. Here comes the second serve. Oh, yeah. I'm having a great time here, folks, calling this one. I hope you are too, from wherever you may be watching. Here we go. Backhand Sabalenka +1. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka to the backhand of Swiatek. Tries to go up the line, but goes into the net for the second straight point. And Sabalenka with a couple of game points on serve. Then Covey, you probably have to watch one of these movies. Hey, I would love to, man. I would love to. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, Sabalenka Alcaraz birthdays. Yep. Better order the party supplies now or just go to the store. Mexican, Spanish, Belarusian Fiesta Palooza. And there you go, Sabalenka as Iga goes long on another ground stroke, and it is 6-5. So if Sabalenka is going to lose this match, folks, it's not going to be before a tiebreak. And once again, under extreme duress, Iga Swiatek will have to serve to stay in the match. And one last time, let's give it up. That was a gutsy service hold for Sabalenka.
Let's go Sabalenka.
Yeah, Dave, I don't know if you recall, but last year there was a little bit of controversy because Alcaraz and, of course, Sabalenka both won the tournament. Alcaraz had won the last two, just like, and they didn't give her a birthday cake, or they gave her like a really small little one, and they gave Alcaraz like this big, huge rectangle that was like the width of his entire body. So yeah, I remember that from last year. So hopefully they give Sabalenka a bigger cake, especially if she wins. A third set tiebreak, I can't take it. Well, I said it was going the distance. I had Iga. Let's see. Who's winning? Masari Dorado. I said Iga. I always stick with my gun when I make a prediction. And I'll call myself out when I'm wrong, which is very often. Okay, 7-5 Saba, says Manor. Who's winning? We're going to find out, buddy. We don't know yet. Hey, happy May the 4th be with you today for all you Star Wars people. Yes, you know what? I actually, in my notes, I wrote down happy May the 4th, or I was going to say May the 4th be with you. And I didn't say it, but I'm glad you did, Dave. Once again, like I said, if I'm handing out trophies for comments today, you have the top two places. I mean, you're killing it. All right, here we go. Backhand to backhand right now on the first point, and Sabalenka backhand goes long. And then she, out of frustration, tries to hit the ball and just totally missed it. Okay, here we go. 15 love Sabalenka. Bravo Lenka, says let the box. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, the +1 from Iga is just wide of the sideline. I actually would have challenged that if I was her, even though I think it was still probably out. It was just so close, and you're in such a tight moment, but I guess she probably saw that it was out. So which one has a high score? They're honestly they're as pretty much as level as you can possibly be, my friend. So we're gonna find out in the next 15 minutes or so, or less, who's gonna win this match. I'll be waiting for one of those prediction videos for slams in which you are there. Yeah, it's been tough. My work schedule has been way different. Last year, I had so much time. I was able to jump on streams and help out with some podcasts and things like that. But this year is just very different. And the second serve is good, but the backhand Sabalenka goes into the net. But I'm going to do my best. Also, as I was mentioning, I'm going to try and start doing some hockey commentary as well. Try and take this thing more seriously. No love, no cake for the Belarusian. Okay, Swiatek, 2 points away from a tiebreaker. First serve, though, goes into the net, or sorry, off the net and then long. So it is a second serve. Oh, it's a good second serve, and it's a high bouncer looper, and Sabalenka smartly ran around the backhand, hit a cross-court forehand, which Iga was unable to redirect back into play, and it's 30-all. No, I mean that 5-second clip made by Ben JG for slams where you say, for example, Ons Jabeur will win. Oh, yes. Yeah, we'll yeah, the next time there's a major, they'll ask the commentators to put in our predictions, and then they'll cut a video together. So you'll see that again. in Wimbledon. I think we had one for Australia, but now we'll have one for Wimbledon. Or sorry, the Roland Garros next. Oh, what a rally, and then a backhand winner from Sabalenka. They went back and forth with some nice ground strokes. And we have, folks, we have a match point right now.
Match point.
Out of nowhere, we have our first championship point. Can Sabalenka break and get her third consecutive championship trophy here? Let's see. Nice and relaxed. Strain in her neck. Here we go. Ooh, first serve into the net. Little tense looking too. She hit that about a foot lower than the tape. Second serve, Sabalenka has a chance. Let's go. Serve is good. Backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka just wide, about 3 inches wide of the sideline. And this match continues on. And honestly, it's very fitting that it does because I feel like we deserve a tiebreak, folks. But hey, this is awesome. We're having a great big point, championship point. Yep, everyone calling it. But Swiatek, the champion that she is, was able to fend it off. Oh, late call on the serve, or I thought for a second that might have been an ace, but instead it's a fault. Here we go. 2 hours, 53 minutes in, 40 all. Third set. There you go. Oh, the exact same shot from Sabalenka. The ball was pushed to her forehand, and she tried to go up the line, and she did the exact same thing, hit it wide, a little bit wider than the last one, but it was the exact same pattern on 2 straight points. And if Iga notices that, she might try and do it a third time. All right, now it's advantage Iga Swiatek to force a tiebreaker. Good serve, backhand return up the middle, and the backhand from Iga goes just wide. She's challenging it, but I believe it did go just a bit wide, maybe an inch or two. Smart challenge, though, and it's also good. It gives her a second to take a breather and compose herself before this deuce, because I'm pretty certain, yeah, it is wide. It was about 1.5 inches wide, and we are back to deuce. Oh, God, I was nervous. Go, Saba, says Tiago. Alex, wow, this is still going. I was so nervous on match point. No, says Manor Sapphire, who is a 3-month subscriber as of today. All right, we're into a rally. Forehand Sabalenka, and her second forehand goes long. Iga with another game point. Boy, is this a seesaw affair going down in the capital of Spain. Come on, Sab, says Manor. With a lovely photo of you and your boyfriend, I believe, on the avatar. Nicely done. Okay. Swiatek first serve just wide, trying to go up the tee. I feel like neither player has really gone up the tee much today. I guess because they're scared of the opponent's forehands. But nice to throw up a change in there. It didn't work out for her. And it's a double fault. It was a game point, and it's a double fault, uncharacteristic of Iga Swiatek. But it is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. And right now, it is 40 all. Iga Swiatek serving at 5-6 to stay in this match. Wins the game, we go to tiebreak, loses the game, and she loses the match. Here we go. First serve is good. Forehand return. And Iga with a backhand on the +1. Forehand Sabalenka cross court. Forehand Swiatek off the net cord, but lands in. Forehand Sabalenka up the line. Backhand Swiatek. And Sabalenka, was that a winner? Yes, it was a winner. Sabalenka with a winner, setting up a second championship point. Woo! Holy crap, folks. This is amazing tennis going on here. Drama.
Match point.
All right, the second championship point on the return for Sabalenka, looking to break the hearts of Iga and her fans. Can she do it? Here we go. Iga Had a double fault earlier. Oh, but the first serve is good. Forehand return. And the +1 is a gorgeous forehand winner, cross court from the middle. Is inside in, I should say, from the middle. And that is how a champion deals with a match point against. Unbelievable guts right there from Iga Swiatek. What great tennis we are watching here, ladies and gentlemen. Back to deuce. Strap your seat, Captain. That's the spirit, Iga. Saba, my gosh. Oh, forehand from Sabalenka, but a backhand from Swiatek. Now Sabalenka, Iga goes cross-court forehand. Sabalenka on the full run was unable to get a racket on that. The margins are mere inches in this game. Unreal. Okay, game point once again for Iga Swiatek. Is this the longest match of Iga's career? Honestly, I was looking it up today, and she's played 8 matches so far, and I think she's only gone to a third set 6 times all year. It's incredible. She hardly ever plays 3-setters. Oh my goodness. Sabalenka had a net cord that popped straight up, and for half a second I thought it was going to go over, but did not. Iga holds. And here we go, folks. Time for you to give me your predictions. Who's going to win the tiebreak and what the score will be. Let's go. I'm going to say Iga. I'm going to say Iga's going to win it 8-6. We got, I'm going to star all the ones that we get predictions of. Alex, restrap your seats. Okay, Sabalenka takes the first. By the way, I didn't hit this button, but I should. All right. Hey, folks, if you haven't done so, give us some likes. Like this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We got David coming in. I've starred that one as well. So I've got 2 predictions so far starred. And if either of you are right, we'll give you some love at the end. All right. This serve is a good one right at the body. Sabalenka couldn't get out of the way on time to properly redirect it into play. Goes just wide. We're still on serve, 1 apiece in the tiebreak. We got Floyd Boudreau also coming in with a prediction saying Iga 7-4. We got David Sosnovsky is saying 7-4 Saba. And then we got Manor saying 7-0 you better Iga. And Iga holds once again. No one has had a mini break as of yet, but we're only 3 points into it. Going past the 3-hour mark, my dog is barking louder for Iga. So Iga it is. There you go. We had Todd Hill saying 9-7 Sabalenka. I've also starred that one. We also got Dave here saying 7-5 Iga. I shall make my predictions after the match. Good comment. Really good comment. That would be up there with a lot of Dave's comments of the days so far. Maybe you're firmly in second place with that, I would say, actually. All right, here we go. Second serve, 1-2. Saba on serve in this tiebreak. Didn't like the toss. So do it up once again. I said 8-6, right? Yeah, I said 8-6 for Iga. Here we go. Serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand ripper from Sabalenka. And a second one in a row. But Iga responded to the first one of the forehand, but the second forehand goes long, and it's 2-all. Both players so far looking sturdy as a rock on serve in this tiebreak. All right, folks, we're at 105 viewers. We only had about 30 for most of the match. If you are new to this stream today and you haven't given us a like yet, please consider doing so. We'd like to get to 100 likes, and if we do, we'll hit the 100 like button. All right, Sabalenka, first serve at 2 apiece is off the net cord and wide of the service box. So that sets up second serve. Whew. This is crazy. Good second serve, backhand return. Now forehand Sabalenka, forehand Swiatek wide, landing into the alley by about 1.5 feet. And once again, a solid play on serve All 5 points have been won by the server. Here we go. 2-3. We have crossed the 3-hour threshold. We are exactly 182 minutes into this match. 3 hours, 2 minutes. We got geez, what a match. And geez, I totally agree with you. You know what? These comments cut my face off. So what I'm going to do is increase the height of my chair. So now my feet can't touch the ground, but you guys don't know that I look like a 2-year-old kid. But see, now I can do this and my face doesn't get cut off. The moneymaker right here. All right, here we go. Second serve. It's a double fault. Wow. Second double fault in the last 2 or 3 minutes for Swiatek. She double faulted when she had a game point in the 12th game. And now, was that a double fault? It still says 2-3. So maybe it wasn't a double fault. Was it a let court? I don't know what's going on here, folks. Hold on a second. Okay, I guess it wasn't a double fault. My bad. I'm confused. I'm certain. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Maybe I just had a brain fart. Okay, whatever. Maybe it was a let. Anyways, it looks like Swiatek did end up winning the 6th point of this tiebreak. So we are level at 3 apiece. So apologies. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm still actually not quite sure. But all I do know is that we are as level as a tennis match can possibly be. 1 set apiece, 3 points apiece in the tiebreak. There's literally nothing separating these two fine women right now in this championship match. We've been treated to some excellent tennis. Covey, you scared me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Really apologize. Is this a French final preview? Could very well be, buddy. Would not be surprised. What a return from Sabalenka. Now she's at the net and she has an overhead which she easily deposits into the crowd. And the first mini break of this tie break goes to Aryna Sabalenka. And now we are in it, folks. They say the match is level until someone gets a mini break. A tie break is level until someone gets a mini break. Well, we've just had our first one, and it went the way of the 2-time defending champion. Okay, Manor, I got your prediction there as well. Ooh, Sabalenka tried to go out wide, but missed by quite a margin into the sideline there. And second serve. It's a good serve. Backhand return, cross court, and then Sabalenka tried to redirect it up the line. Missed it by a few inches. So Iga breaks right back. Mini breaks right back, I should say. 4-all. If Swiatek can get a mini break here, she'll have a match on her racket. Let's see. First serve into the net. Come on, Iga, says Rennie Nightcart 1950. Manor just keeps updating their scores. It's pretty comical. I love it. All right, Sabalenka goes forehand. Iga with a backhand goes just long, and I thought it went long, but Iga is challenging it, and I also both things can be true. I also thought it was long, but I also think it's smart that she is challenging. They'll give her a breather. They'll make Saba think a little bit longer. And it was, in fact, out by about 2 inches. So, on serve in this tie break, Iga, 4-5. Whew. I reckon Women's Slam finals should be best of 5 sets to avoid easy wins. I am 100% with you. I think the last 2 to 3 rounds, they should do it. I've seen too many matches where the player who loses was just finding their rhythm, but then the match just ended because they didn't find it quick enough. Unreturned serve from Sabalenka. I mean, she got a racket on it, but it went about 5 feet long of Iga's baseline, and it is 5-all. No matter what happens here, someone will have a match point, a championship point after this point is played. Here we go. 5-all. Iga Swiatek. Serve is good. Forehand return. Up the middle. Forehand Swiatek. Backhand chop Sabalenka. Lands on the baseline. Another backhand Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand on the run Sabalenka. Forehand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. Backhand Swiatek. Forehand Sabalenka. She went too hard on it. She tried to rip a winner. She didn't even need to. And it went about 2 feet long. And now Sabalenka serving, but it is match point for the first time for Iga Swiatek. And it's not only a match point.
Match point.
Sabalenka has had 2 match points on the Swiatek serve. Swiatek has her first match point on the Sabalenka serve. Let's go. This is crazy. This is awesome. Awesome tennis, folks. Here we go. And it's an ace up the tee. How about that? How about that? It's an ace up the tee for Sabalenka, the almost going to be a birthday girl, finds a way out of another massively tense moment, just as her opponent did twice in that 12th game of this third set. Unbelievable, folks. I am loving every second of this. Hope you are too. Manor saying, oh man. Now Manor has, they're saying the same score that I said, which is 8-6 for Iga. Put it away, Iga. Wow, Saba, says Snehal. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, these are the moments where I'm sitting here as a commentator losing my crap because of the tension, and these women are just playing great. Ooh, first serve. It hit the net and then kind of stayed on the tape for a second, and then decided to roll back on Sabalenka's side, and it's a second serve, 6-all. It's a good one, and it's a forehand. Beautiful shot there. Now it's a backhand. Sabalenka on the run from Swiatek forehand. Now backhand. Sabalenka up the middle. Forehand Iga. Just long. It's just long. And instantly, as the ball bounces, Sabalenka roars once again and has her third championship point of the day.
Match point.
I cannot recall the last time I've seen 2 players have match points, but neither of them had a single match point on their own serve. Or sorry, yeah, neither had it on their own serve, yeah. So all 4 match points have been for the returner, and this is no different here for Sabalenka. Here we go. Championship point, first serve from Iga. It's good. Forehand, Sabalenka. Forehand, Swiatek. Backhand, Sabalenka. And it's long. And it's long. Heart attack, folks. Someone get me an automatic electronic defibrillator because I don't know if I'm going to be able to last the rest of this match. It is 7-all. And once again, whoever wins this point will have another championship point. However, if it's Sabalenka this time, she might have a chance on her own serve. Let's see what happens. Serve is good. Forehand return is long, very long, about 4 or 5 feet. And now, Iga Swiatek, a third championship point. All 6 championship points now have been for the
match point.
Okay. Championship point number 2 for Iga. Sorry, I thought that was a third. This is her second. My bad. Serve is good. Backhand return. No! The +1 from Sabalenka goes long. She had the whole court. And Iga Swiatek instantly drops her racket, drops to her back, covers her face, and she is, for the first time in her career, a Madrid Masters 1000 champion. Congratulations to Iga Swiatek. And it's a heartbreaker on the eve of her birthday. Chance for 3 straight titles for Aryna Sabalenka, but it was not meant to be on this day. Let's give it up one time, folks, for our champion. An amazing match, an unbelievable match for Iga Swiatek.
Iga Swiatek. The bakery be opening when the Polish girl be rolling in. Each victim be serving them breadstick in a bagel and I'm Iga when I'm your child. I'm the Polish girl, gonna beat ya. I'm Iga, gonna suit ya. Now you can't handle my heat now.
All right, we only had one person who got the correct score of the tiebreak correct, but it was the wrong player. So little shout out to Todd Hill. Got 9-7 for Sabalenka. It was actually 9-7 for Iga. Everyone else, good try, folks. We appreciate all of the predictions. And let's see here. Okay, so we'll run through some more comments, and then we're going to call it. But folks, thank you so much for joining me. That was 3 hours and 23 minutes of tennis brilliance. Both players, a couple of little lulls here and there, but overall, players were on. Took a little bit of time to get it started, maybe about 4 or 5 games, 3-4 games from the beginning of the match before they both got dialed in. But man, were they dialed in right through to the very end. I feel grateful that I got to call that match. So much fun, such great points, so much tension. Let's see here. It's giving me Blinkova, Rybakina all over again. Best women's final match/final of the year so far. I don't know if you're making a statement or a question, but either way, you're right. Glad I can't watch it. Covey will get his Canadian Tennis Commentator Academy Award for this match. Remember to thank me in your acceptance speech. You know it, buddy. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. Ace Iga, says Rennie. We had Yazda Iga. Snail's happy. Big Iga fan. Way to go, Iga. We got Manor had many. Okay, 9-7. Kudos to Iga. Sorry, but match of the year, no debate. There you go, Sabalenka. Untimely errors at the end. Great match. Thanks, Covey. You're welcome. I agree with that as well. She tried to go. I feel like maybe there was so much adrenaline in her during those championship points, those last points. I felt like she tried to hit too hard. Floyd Boudreau, great call. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind of you. I said 9-7. But just in my head, you got to put it out in the ether. But thanks for your comments, buddy. Sporty Sport, really appreciate it. Iga's movement was incredible, which is the thing I love most about her winners on the run. Very good call. Great call, says Rennie Nightcart 1950. And the last one, and it's a fitting one, Iga, smiley face. Actually, we'll give this to Snail. He goes, great call, Covey. See you later. See you, folks. From Vancouver, BC, my name is Covey for the GTL Tennis Podcast. If you haven't, like this video, subscribe if you're new. We love having you. We had a great match, and not sure who's calling the final tomorrow. I'm not sure what the deal is, but hopefully it'll be someone. And thank you all. We'll see you next time. Peace.